We're getting closer and closer to the start of this game. Obviously, we will be going soon to opening ceremonies. Obviously, 11 minutes away from kickoff. Kim Winslow, back down to you. Kim, I think the word we said last week was focus and whatnot, but what does the team look like when they were here at home? And the reason why I say home is it's special when you're at home, right? There's something about Friday Night Lights, not just homecoming 2025, but being at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. The Comets are 18-1 in their last 19 games here at home. And this is another special game here at home.
Yeah, we all know what that one loss was. Other than that, they've done well at home, and that's why they like to be at home. I would say, they were going through warm-ups just like they know. It didn't look like anything was out of the ordinary. Last week it just looked almost so focused that they knew what was on the line with that game. Today, it just looked like they were going through as they normally would and just getting ready for the game. I mean, they look like they're ready. They look loose. And I think after a loss like that, I think the best thing they can do is get back on the field. So I think that's what they want. They want to get out here and flush what happened last week.
And all spectators, fans, and coaches, no matter what.
We're getting closer and closer, Ryan. If you want to show the band and obviously the powers that be, the Clayton High School marching band to the left of you, to the left. Obviously, everybody's getting into position, ready for opening ceremonies in just a matter of moments. 9.5 minutes away from kickoff here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. We thank you for joining us again. This is the All-State pregame kickoff, and of course the Clayton Chiropractic Coaches Corner presented by Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Robbie, obviously we could talk about pregame, talk all we want to, but we're literally 10 minutes away from getting this game started, and obviously Clayton's got to, in the words of the great 70s song AWB, pick up the pieces of last week and find a way to get back at the top of the mountain, if you will, on a win column tonight here at homecoming.
Yeah, you've only lost one conference game, and yes, it was to a good football team. But, you got to get right tonight. You're getting right, like I said earlier, you're getting right with yourself. And the Comets, they should come. They'll come out fired up. It's homecoming, and I have no doubt we'll come out focused and just ready to play football and take care of business. That's one of those things. It's last week. It sounds like it just maybe a little bit tight, a little bit uptight. You got to play loose, play free. And you don't want to be played. Do not want to play undisciplined, right, but you want to play with some freedom and just let the energy flow. Because when you're tight, your muscles tighten up, everything tightens up, and you mentally tighten up. So you want to play free and have a good time out there.
Put yourself in a good position, like you said, where you can be able to be competitive and. As this game getting closer and closer, 8 minutes away from kickoff. By the way, the officials for tonight's game from the Triangle Football Officials Association for South Garner and Clayton Homecoming 2025 here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. By the way, it is a beautiful night for football. Due to the accurate forecast from the Weather Channel, it is clear skies, 62 degrees. There is a nor'eastern that is coming in. There's a nor'eastern that will be hitting, it sounds like, tomorrow. And for that matter, obviously, we are obviously great that tonight is perfect weather for this game, obviously.
It's
so
perfect.
We're excited for it.
I got long sleeves on. You got some people with hoodies on. It's just a nice, crisp evening. And looking forward to some football. It looks like we're getting ready to have our opening ceremonies here in just a second. I see the color guard on the field and the Clayton Comet marching band starting to make their way on the field for our opening ceremonies.
All right. So the powers that be are getting ready to move their way into position. Like we mentioned, the Triangle Football Officials Association, they are handling the, if you will, game. Referee is Battle Whitley. Umpire Otis Tucker. Christian Douglas is the linesman. Line judge is Scott Plaster. And Daniel Bruder is the back judge. So that is basically where we are sitting at as we are about ready to turn it over to Robbie Worrell and opening ceremonies as the Clayton High School marching band and chorus group are ready to go for homecoming 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, and I failed to mention, I apologize, but also members of the Clayton High School chorus for the singing of that national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much.
All right, so again, there is the national anthem
Official also knows
performed.
that the Clayton cheerleaders have pink pom-poms tonight. That's obviously in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness
Thank you
Month.
again, Robbie Worrell, again on public address. By the way, we are about 4 minutes away from kickoff as the national anthem has concluded. Thanks again to the Clayton High School Marching Band and Chorus for their rendition. And obviously the pressure mounts as we're ready to get the kickoff here underway. Pretty soon the captains will meet here in just a moment for the coin toss and ready to get this thing started. Again, as we mentioned, homecoming, a very special time. You mentioned that you have former graduates and homecoming class members here, and always a special moment. Says it's been a fun week. We've had the Powder Puff game. We had the middle school game yesterday. There's been a lot of great things going on around the community. I think Robbie just said that as well, and Blake, you've said it too. Now it's time for the big moment, and that's another Friday Night Lights.
I don't know. Yeah, now there's my mic. Yeah, it's time to play. Time to strap them on and tie the shoelaces, and now it's time to play football. Time to play football, and it's a good, good week. Captains for the Comets, you have number 8 Keyshawn Stansel, number 7 Carson Jones, number 14 River Fiore, and number 2 Aiden Smalls. And captains for South Garner looks like number 7 Randolph Ross, number 24. Pronunciation here, Ebenezer Ewatade or something. That's close.
Ebenezer Ewatade.
Okay, I was close.
Yep.
Then you have 72. That's Akini Agboko.
Yeah, he's talented. Committed to Georgia. Akina Agboko.
And number 8 Chase Hardy, which we've heard may play some quarterback tonight. So we'll see. But we're going to get the coin toss here and see what the Comets, whether they start with the ball or on defense. You want to start out with nice positive momentum there, Wesley.
It is, and obviously the momentum is building for this game. 2.5 minutes, you're getting everybody into place. I can't believe I've been here since 4:30, and it's already flew by 3 hours later, and we're getting ready to start this. All the prep, all the work, all the preparations. Hey, by the way, I want to remind you of a couple of things. Tomorrow, because of the Nor'eastern, if you're not doing anything, come on out to the Comets Clayton Cafeteria tomorrow. The Clayton softball is having bingo. Mr. Ricky and Bridget Buckland invite you and yours to come out and play a little bingo. There'll be prizes. There'll be money. All the proceeds money goes towards softball. And Robbie,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Blake, I know you love softball as well. As much as you love football, you love softball.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to be the coaches this year.
Yeah, that's right. I understand. I wish them best of luck. They got some talent coming back, so we'll see here. Let's see what we got with the coin toss. I think the official showing the coin and see what we got here.
You're waiting to see the verdict of what it will be, as obviously right now they are sitting here midfield. Looks like the coin has just got flipped. The white hat is picking up the coin. And now obviously we will see what they'll say as referee is Battle Whitley.
Looks like South Garner won the toss.
Thank you, Kim.
And, yeah, it
And
looks like
South
they,
Garner's receiving,
receive.
right? There you go.
there you go.
So the South Garner Titans have won the toss, and they have decided in less than a minute's time that they want to receive the football, Blake.
Yeah, and again, here's the point. You stop. You got to get that stop on the first drive, and then put it to them on the offense. Just watching, numbers wise, again, Comets have 60-some players at least against about 40. So
That's right.
Hopefully the numbers, and we'll see how it goes. I know they have some players going both ways. We have 1 or 2, but we'll see how that works out. And here South Garner takes the field, and waiting on your comments here in the north end zone. I see the doors opening up, and kids coming out to the track.
It's going to be a fun one for sure.
Here come the Comets.
Homecoming 2025. And here come the Comets here at Nixon Fowler Stadium, ready to roll for homecoming. Sitting at 5-2 overall, 2-1 in conference, ready to take on a 500 team in the South Garner Titans, Blake.
Yes, and just looking, Robbie was talking about the crowd and all that earlier. Yeah, the Comets, there are very few seats to be had on the Comets side. And in the end zone, the bleachers in the north end zone are completely full of kids. Of course, all up on the hill right at the cafeteria and that area full as well. And, then I look over at South Garner side, and it might be a third full total. A couple hundred people maybe at the most. But, the Comets, you have the fans, you got the crowd, you got the excitement of homecoming, and now let's get ready to really play some football.
And as Robbie Worrell says, it is time, like Bruce Buffer here at Dixon Fowler Stadium.
Looks
We're
like
ready for homecoming.
Number 1, Caleb Sykes is back to return to kick, and I'm looking at a number, I believe that's 20. And if that's number 20, that is Cameron Tomlinson returning.
It does look like Cameron Tomlinson in the backfield, the defensive back senior. As of course, it will be the Comets kicker. Ready to kick it out to him, ready to see what, of course, Nate Lunger will do.
Yeah, like we always talk, Nate's not big in stature, but his leg, he's got quite the leg. Let's see if he can get it going here tonight.
Will be your hometown realty defense homecoming 2025 kickoff, and this game is underway. He'll kick it to the end zone.
Yep, and it's a touchback.
Call
it's an automatic
got into the hands of Makai
That was actually
Moore's
80.
hands.
Yeah, I was wrong on that number. That was 80. From the distance, they have gray. South Garner has sort of light gray silver numbers.
Yes.
And it's Comets you can see clearly because you have the blue jerseys, white numbers.
Yeah,
South
let's just
Garner
set the stage.
Yeah,
South
Garner's
Garner's
got
wearing black
black
game pants, white jerseys with silver in their numbers, silver helmets with the Titans logo on the side. The Comets are wearing their traditional colors for homecoming, white game pants with the C on the side. Of course, blue game jerseys, Comets on the front, white numbers, white helmets with the black and blue stripe in the middle, and the Comet C on the side as well.
Yes, and that is Hardy that's going to be taking the shotgun snap with running backs either side.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 40.
Yep, 2 receivers left, 1 right.
By the way, there's those light-up markers that we talked about, the new light-up markers. Trying to get them all lit up, I think. We're missing one. I think they need to cut the lights on the down markers. They're not on yet. They need to cut them on. So,
yeah, they're okay. They got it now.
Here we go. What was going on? What were they doing?
It's been on.
I don't know.
Straight across. I don't know what's going on the field.
What was happening there? I was about to say, what's going on? 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Yep.
Hardy. And as you said,
It's
Blake, they're going to go right up the middle and run the football.
Yep, the quarterback,
and Comets defense is going to swallow them up and push them back already 5 yards or more.
Yeah, a little zone read. Looks like he got about 4 on that carry over to right guard. Yeah, he was pushed back, but forward progress gets him right out to 24.
Yeah, they're going to spot him, and then he gets pushed back, but he's going to get those yards that he got. So,
yep, he got
second and 6, a pickup of 4.
It looks like Clayton is starting out what looks like a 4-man front. 2 backers in the middle. Yeah, it looks like a sort of a 4-2. Yeah, and I'm seeing them split out a little bit wide here to creeping in.
Now you got Comets defense,
a safety creeping up here.
3 and out, right?
Oh yeah, you would love a quick 3 and out. Here it is. There's a handoff straight up the middle, and that's going to be about to the 28-yard line. Looks like you're going to come out with about a 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 3, Wesley. They're going to try to pound the football, it looks like, early.
Run up the middle. Looks like they got a pickup of another pickup of 3, so a 3rd and 2 here.
Yep, 3rd and 2, late Comet substitution.
And Clayton moved. Come on, guys.
We got movement up front.
That, by the way, was number 87 of Cedric Simmons, who moved.
And that has been
automatic 1st down right there.
Yeah, that's 5 yards. That's going to give him a 1st down.
That's what we did last week by just giving up yards on those. And now they know. They know that that Comet defense is aggressive and they're prone to jump across. They have got to watch the ball.
Ain't nothing wrong. Let's see now what Hardy.
Here's a hand up in the middle. Again. Nice. Comment there. That's looks like, we got a late. Looks like 72 for, I can't hear. Yeah, the 72 just drove the defender 10 yards down the field and did not stop on the whistle. Let's see what we got here.
I think we're going to see a penalty on South Garner. I really don't see they're going to call it on Clayton. I don't know.
It looked. It looked like a personal foul on 72, if anything.
Ready to see what Battle Whitley will show the white hat here.
It's a dead ball.
It is a dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike
on South Garner. There you go.
On
and
both
it's going to be on
teams.
both teams, so they're going to offset here.
Yeah, he called it on 72 for South Garner, and I didn't get a number for Clayton. I think it was 87.
It did look like Cedric Simmons was a little frustrated when he got up off the play there. So they offset. Penalties offset. We'll do 2nd and 10 now.
Because he called a dead ball, but he called a dead ball. Yeah.
There it is. Got the new down marker.
So 2nd and 10, no gain on that run, and then the excessive play after were there. I thought it was just going to be a personal foul because he just kept blocking him, but they decided on the personal foul.
Ryan, what you thinking? Ryan, what are you thinking down there, man? Obviously, penalties here. Clayton got to work on that, but looks like right now South Garner is just running the football.
Yeah, it just seems like South Garner's going to use this run game a lot, and after that last play, there was a little bit of scuffle, and, tensions are going to run a little bit higher today.
Here comes defense. The Comets changing things up. We'll give you the hometown Realty's defense.
Hardy straight lineup. Back. He's being pressured.
Come on, Hardy.
He runs out, and we didn't seal the edge.
He's running.
It looks like he gains about 8, 9, maybe 9.
Look like 44, Mason Buckland.
Comets had good pressure off the left side, and the linebacker came up, but then Hardy made a nice quick cut, and it kind of juked the Clayton guys, and Clayton has a player down.
Yeah, we got a common player down.
That would be 34, Amari Gibbons coming down holding a leg.
And by the way, this is the 2nd week in a row the linebacker junior has gone down. Amari Gibbons went down at Southeast Raleigh. Hey, by the way, here's your hometown Realty. Go ahead, Kim.
No, I was going to say, and they're already down a linebacker with Christian Schmidt out tonight, and he had a heck of a game last week at Southeast Raleigh. Got hurt his shoulder there probably within the last couple minutes of that game, and he's in street clothes on the sideline. So Comets are already down a linebacker. Nice to see Amari Gibbons comes off on his own accord. He is favoring that right leg, though.
He's going to the table because he's kind of right here in front of us.
All right, guys, I need to give the hometown Realty defensive starting lineup. It's Keyshawn Stansel, defensive tackle. Defensive ends are Jordan Ham and Caden Blackwell. Defensive tackle again, Tyler Williams. Amari Gibbons, inside linebacker, as well as Mason Buckland, A.K. Cramell. The cornerback, 3 safeties include Daniel Lovelace, Daniel Davis, and Tayshawn Walker. Charles Smith, River Fiore. Christian Schmidt, as Kim said, not playing. Hardy running the football again. Comets defense reads it and makes a stop.
Yep, that'll be a first down.
It's first down, though. Man, I'm telling you, a couple of runs here, a couple of runs there, like Mark says, and you're seeing first downs for the Titans.
Yeah, that was, just they're running a little bit of power. They're in a spread, but they're still running a power football, running it right up the middle. And we'll see the Comets, they've seen South Garner has seen something on film, and the Comets, they think they can just run the ball on the Comets. And hey, it's working so far. We'll see what happens here. Here's Hardy ready for the snap. Two receivers each side for South Garner.
By the way, Clayton again lost Southeast Raleigh 22-19 last week. South Garner Titans, by the way, were on a bye week. We have a bye week next week. Coach Chadwick beside himself.
Yeah, that's a delay of game.
As they call a delay.
Yeah. It's a delay game. They just took too long.
Coach Chadwick was like, why are you not throwing a flag? He finally did. They said delay a game, and it will back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, it'll put them at their own 40. It'll be 1st and 15. Here comes Gibbons back in the game. He's going to sub. He's back in for Caden Barber. Caden was in for 1 play, and now Gibbons is back into that linebacker position.
So Hardy,
keep an eye on him, though, because he did kind of favor that leg even as he was coming back in the game. Just make sure he can be mobile enough.
So Cam Hardy will come back to the line. He's, of course, the quarterback. He'll go up
hand
the
off
middle.
up the middle, big hole.
Number 4 running the football.
And he gains right at 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for South Garner.
That was number 4 of Elijah Clark, the senior running back. And here's something they're doing. We're 3 minutes gone in the start of the first quarter, and it's been all South Garner controlling the possession.
Yeah, running the football. Nice big run up the middle, and he jumps in the air. And right now, South Garner's just controlling the line of scrimmage, Wesley. That was another 15-yard run. And that's going to put the ball at the Comet 35, 1st and 10. And now South Garner's kind of in a speed-up mode. They're getting on the line, getting on the ball quick. Right. They're going to wear this defense down. That's what it looks like they're trying to do. Comets now in a 3-man front.
Here comes Hardy.
Handoff
right
up the middle, and that one is
again.
stopped. That's Cedric Simmons.
That's a good stop that time. Stop it, Clark. Ryan, I tell you what, man, down to you. I mean, they're just literally just not letting Clayton's defense is trying all they can, but South Garner is trying to wear them out, it looks like, just running the football, and that's what we expected.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of expected this run game from South Garner, and you know, those last 2-3 plays, they definitely picked up the tempo. So that's something to definitely watch for, is South Garner changing the tempo a lot.
All right, let's watch Hardy now. Hardy, is he going to fire this time? He will. He'll throw. No one home.
And there's a flag, too. And
Are you serious?
I don't get that one. That's somebody wanting to throw the flag.
They're calling.
Not a.
Are they going to call pass interference?
Yeah, they're going to call pass
Crummell?
interference on A.K. Crummell. That's going to be the call, but I don't get it.
Are you serious?
Not much there, to be honest. Not a whole lot there. He had his hands on him, I guess, but it was kind of going back both ways. I mean, the receiver was pushing him as well. So, yeah, kind of tough call. Tough call to put the ball in the red zone right at the Comet 19. And, yeah, that's a tough one right there.
Unbelievable. Pass interference on the defense, A.K. Crummell.
What you want to see? What you want to see when you want to see
zone for the Titans of South Garner,
yeah,
Robbie.
You want to see that reciprocated when the Comets have the ball. If there's a little bumping.
Telling you, Blake. And right now they're in the red zone. South Garner started on the 20. They are now moving 80 yards up, at least 60 yards up the field.
We got another delay.
Flags are flying again here.
Is it another delay? The back judge threw the flag. That's usually what that means.
But they looked like they still had clock, but it sure looked like there was movement, but some of South Garner's pointed.
Illegal substitution on the Comets.
On who?
How?
On who?
Do we have 12 out there? I believe we have 12 out there. Yeah, we had too many men on the field.
There's too many men on the field. Number 21,
yeah, we had
Daniel
12 on the field.
Lovelace Davis trotting off the field, darting off the field, if you will, as he was the 12th man. Daniel Lovelace Davis, mistake there for the sophomore defensive back.
And that's,
wow.
Accepted penalties. That's 25 yards already of accepted penalties of this drive. The offsetting unsportsmanlike, not included.
This is crazy. 1st and 5, ball on the 14. The snap.
Handoff
Hardy
up the middle. He's
and
met in the hole.
Nowhere. Yeah, they stop him. Defense really not letting him go anywhere. That was, by the way, number 4.
Yeah, Comets met him at the line of scrimmage, but he did surge forward and had a little help from a friend of his. So he looks like he gained about 3, gained about 2.
Remember, Devin Schollers injured, not playing as quarterback for South Garner. Chase Hardy, the wide receiver junior, is taking the snaps tonight.
And 2nd and 3 here at the Comets, about the 17-yard line.
All right, let's see what Hardy does. Number 1 there in the backfield, ready.
13-yard line.
Hardy goes again.
Oh, and he's got a free lane.
He's got a free lane to run, and South Garner is going to go to the end zone.
No, he's just short. He's about a yard short.
Yep.
Yeah, he saw the lane open to the right, and there were no Comets in the neighborhood. So
Chase Hardy, it's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Hardy with a QB keeper, and about a yard. He stepped out of bounds from going to the end zone there, Blake.
Yep, and here South Garner setting up in this power package again. They have a back behind the quarterback and to the left.
1st and goal on
to the running back, and
touchdown.
He's in. This referee signals touchdown, South Garner.
It is number 4.
4 minute, 48-second
Clark.
drive, and they did not complete a pass.
Wow.
They attempted a couple of passes.
And here's something to think about, too. They took, almost 7
Only 4:48. 4:48.
5.5 minutes off the clock or more. 7:12 left to go. I mean.
Yeah. And this will be looks like 30 coming on to try the extra point for South Garner.
Yeah, this is Ryan Mayer, the kicker punter, senior. 5'9", 160 pounds. Mayer goes for the extra point, the PAT. It is up, and it is good.
Yep.
7-0, homecoming. South Garner is on the board early. Comets get ammunition next.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Just ran it down our throat.
So, the Comets now prepare to go on offense for the first time as 7:12 remains in the first quarter. Hardy, the wide receiver in the QB snap spot, running the football to Elijah Clark into the end zone on a 1st and goal on the 1. And the Titans of South Garner have struck first.
And it looks like we have Kalen Rogers and number 19, Samaj Richardson, back for the Comets. We'll see if they get to return this. Let's see how they kick this ball here. He's trotting up. Short little pooch kick to the right, to the left side. Called at the 20.
Called at the 20.
That's number 80. I think it's 88.
That's running the football. That's KJ Johnson, I believe.
Yeah, that's 88.
Yep, KJ Johnson.
KJ Johnson on return. Looks like he returned for about 10 or 11 yards there. He's right about the 31-yard line of the Comets, where the Comets will take over.
All right, so let's introduce now what will be your starting lineup for Hometown Realty. Offensive lineman, obviously, Aiden Smalls in the QB spot. Running back is Noah Smith. 3 wide receivers in Parker Ferguson, Tyler Campbell, D'Angelo Ruffin. Tight end is River Fiore. Corey Robinson in left tackle. Left guard is Anthony Lopez Mendoza. Wesson Barth, the center. Right guard, Ivani Flores. And the right tackle is Nick Capozoli. As right now, other players could be Terrace Hobbs, Austin Dalton, Kalen Rogers, and Carson Jones also. 1st and 10, Smalls.
Nice pass out to number 9.
Catch is made.
Yep, that's
D'Angelo Ruffin catching the football. Ryan, that's down in front of you. What an awesome catch at midfield by number 9, buddy.
Yeah, that was a great catch, and a great run after the catch to get a few extra yards there, and they're just past midfield, so Clayton already moving the ball downfield quite quickly.
This is exactly what you got to do right there, Blake, and respond to what the Titans did on their offensive push, right?
Yeah, you do, but a little bit uneasy there how quick they were in the backfield. So we'll see what the Comets can block.
Smalls, QB
Here's an
keeper.
option to the left.
Pitches it down to Terrace Hobbs.
Terrace Hobbs. And
pick up of about 6 or 7.
Yeah, looks like he gains right at 6 yards. So that'll bring it. You want positive plays early in. Set up manageable 2nd and 3rd downs. Be
Terrace Hobbs, number 5.
And Noah Smith will come back in at tailback in place of Hobbs.
Hobbs so far this year, 188 yards, 16 attempts, 11-point average per game, 2 touchdowns.
And I'm seeing they're splitting River Fiore way wide right here at the numbers, way out to the numbers. He certainly has a size advantage.
Got a whistle, stoppage.
Is this going to be a uniform problem or something?
Are you serious?
It looks like it. They're sending 78 off.
76 or 78 off the field, yep.
And then that brings in 72 of Boku.
Akina Boko committed to Georgia, by the way. Akina Boko, his brother. We remember him over the years playing at South Garner, too. South Garner leading 7-0, but right now Comets are driving as we go to the midway point of the first quarter.
There's a handoff, Noah Smith, straight up the middle.
Smith, first down and more.
Yeah, nice gain of about 9, about 13. I couldn't do my math quick enough.
It is an Atwell Exterior Services first down, and obviously, as you said, Blake,
and now here come the Comets with tempo. Here come the Comets with tempo, trying to, again, both teams trying to kind of do the same thing to each other.
It'll be 1st and 10. Smalls hands it to, keeps it. Smalls kept it. It looked like there was a miscommunication as Smith was trying to run with it.
Yeah,
Smalls keeps it in, and the defense is going to be excited because they got to stop at a loss of yardage there.
Looks
Second
like about
and
a loss
12
of 3,
or 13.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just good defense. I got to give the defense credit there. They had the read covered and they had the quarterback covered. So it was just good defense. There was really nowhere to go. Just kind of take your loss and live to play another down.
Let's watch and see what happened. A loss of 3.
3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And Noah Smith is beside. Low snap. Fielded by Smalls.
Catch made.
Yeah, nice catch out here about the 30.
Catch made again to number 9, D'Angelo Ruffin. By the way, Ruffin, the corner, the wide receiver. Ruffin, 41 yards in average of games. 3 attempts, 13 yards.
That's going to bring third and about
he
6
averages.
at the South Garner 30.
Ruffin with 3 touchdowns this year. D'Angelo Ruffin. By the way, Noah Smith with 9 touchdowns. Quarterback Aiden Smalls committed to, obviously, NC State with 11 TDs himself.
Here's a snap.
Wow.
Quick pass to the left.
Goes down to number 4,
yes,
Tyler Campbell.
Tyler
Come
Campbell.
on, baby. Go, baby.
Oh,
Tyler Campbell.
Nice
He's about a
form
yard
tackle
shy of a first down. And a flag's thrown in.
And then we have a late flag on the right side right here about the 33-yard line. It was going to be a first down. Let's see. Kim, did you see anything where you are?
Kim, did I miss something? Was there some jawing going on between Parker Ferguson and maybe number 1 at Caleb Sykes? The cornerback for the Titans,
Looks
maybe?
like face. Oh, they're going to call.
Face mask on the Titans. There it is. Big penalty. This puts the Comets, by the way, into they are heading into the W Energy red zone. And Kim, back down to you. What were you saying? It'll be a first.
Hey,
and
it didn't
10.
look like Parker had done anything. He came up
right.
like holding his hands, like, "Hey, call something."
Yeah. I just caught the tail end of that.
So it was on this near side.
Yep.
Face mask on the Titans. First and 10. They are in the red zone at the 19.
Kalen Rogers in the pistol behind Smalls. High snap,
Smalls
handoff to
goes
Rogers.
now to Rogers. Kalen Rogers.
Just a nice, strong run. Looks like he's going to gain right at 5 yards.
Kalen Rogers averaging so far this year 249 yards, 28 attempts, 8-point average, 4 touchdowns, and overall for the season.
And here comes Noah Smith in for Rogers. They're keeping a fresh back in there just about every other play, keeping fresh legs. And, again, they ran the ball right down our throats.
4 touchdowns for Kalen Rogers, the freshman, by the way.
Yeah, we've been successful. We've had a couple little short passes, but
yes,
running it right down their throat. So both defenses struggling to stop the run right now.
Under 4 minutes remaining.
We got some movement.
And
And looks like
flying.
the center.
Wow.
Looks like probably going to be an illegal snap. Yeah.
Might be calling it on number 57. And that's going to be on Weston Barth for the Comets. It's a penalty on the Clayton Comets. Will back them up 5 yards. And by the way, is Weston Barth.
And that'll bring up now just 2nd and 10. See, I know you could kick a field goal if we get in that position, but you got you got 2 downs to get 10 yards.
Yeah, you want to score just as much
Well, actually,
as South Garner scored.
3 downs. 3 downs to get 10 yards.
Of course, it was the great running game by Chase Hardy for South Garner to finally put Elijah Clark into the end zone. Quick score, took 5 minutes off the clock. Smalls now back to Noah Smith.
Yeah, nice crease.
Noah Smith has
That
got
was
room
a
to run.
nice crease over the left side.
About 2-3 yards shy from moving the first down markers.
Yeah, nice run. Yeah, about a 7-yard gain.
Pickup of 7 for
like
Noah Smith.
3rd down and 3, short 2, long 3.
Noah Smith this year, 470 yards, 65 attempts on carry, averages 7 points per game, 9 touchdowns in total for the season for
nice
1.
cut to the left side. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Comets.
Noah Smith on homecoming night gets to the end zone. Player jersey
and
number 1
now we got another flag.
scores. We got a flag on the play, though.
Now we got another flag in the end zone.
Ryan, what do you think? If they run the football, we'll run it too. We also got a pretty good man in Smalls and Jones that can throw it.
Yeah, Clayton did a great job running the ball there. It seems like both of these teams so far are going to run the ball, but now both teams have seen each other's offense on the field, so maybe the defense will be ready for the run and switch it up.
So we're ready to see what the white hat, Mr. Battle Whitley, will show for the call.
They're definitely making notes.
Yeah, was there some jawing going on maybe?
I don't know. I looked down to write down the information about the touchdown, and by the time I looked up, the flag was down, and nobody seemed to.
Yeah, and Coach Chadwick's got that kind of body language of hands on the hips or in the pockets. Sideways.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Comets.
And they're going to take it on the kickoff, he looks like.
So
and if that is number 57, it is Weston Barth if that's who they have penalized or called it on.
And that's our second unsportsmanlike.
Wow.
Already in the first quarter.
Ready to tie this game up here for the PAT. Aiden Smalls will hold it. The snap, the place, the kick. Is it up? It is. Look out, Highway 70.
Yeah, nice kick there, but nice all three parts. Snap, hold, and kick all day.
32 of 39 this year for extra points. He's 2 for 6 on field goals, and he just added the 38th point of the season for number 23.
Yeah, he didn't have a great week last week. We hope he rebounds. We're going to need that leg.
Yeah.
Because, we lost, 5 points, I think, last week on extra points and field goals. So you got those 5 points make a difference winning a loss. And that's how important the kicking game and special teams can be.
But 9 minutes gone in the first quarter, and you did get your opening series and a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you got to respond there. And the Comets had to respond, and they did.
All, 7 all. We need to pause for station identification. CRN, Friday Night Lights homecoming from Nixon Fowler Stadium. In just a moment, we're back.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Homecoming 2025. Blake Robertson, Brian Tomford, I'm Wesley Outland. Let's check in with Kim Winslow, our All-State Sideline Report, and the Eastern Technical Design touchdown score and recap. Go Comets, Kim.
Yeah, and as we saw, South Garner, they ran it, except for the one pass that picked up pass interference. Comets had good balance on run and pass. I did see that unsportsmanlike was called on Noah Smith.
It was Noah Smith. Wow. So, Kim, what was that? Maybe excessive celebration. He scored the touchdown, got excited.
I assume
what?
Something must have been said because I didn't see anything that looked excessive.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to imagine something was said. I'll see if I can get any more info.
Ryan, you were on the camera zooming in. Did he look like he'd done anything that looked out of line?
He did celebrate a lot with that touchdown.
South Garner fumbles the ball. I think Clayton might have got on it.
Nah, South Garner fell on it.
Oh, the Titans got it back.
Very fortunate for South Garner. Really good kickoff by Nate Lunger.
That was number 1 of Caleb Sykes. I'll turn you down.
You're fine. Yeah, I'm popping in my ears.
Yeah.
It's popping in every time I say something.
Caleb Sykes there, I think it was.
Which was a little bit odd on how he caught it. It looked like the other returner was going to catch it, and then he went and just kind of ran right in front of him, and then it went off his shoulder pads, and he was fortunate to get back on it.
Very fortunate. And, the Comets just about came away with the ball, so that was good. Another handoff. Actually, Reed, the quarterback, actually kept it.
That's Chase Hardy that kept the football. Yeah, number 8 did.
Yeah, he faked everybody. He had all of us up here faked out. Looks like he gained about 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5.
2.5 minutes left to go here.
Quick tempo, very quick tempo here. It looks like that's a gain of 2. Keyshawn Stansel
on the stop.
62.
Stansel and Tyler Williams
on the stop there. Brings down a 3rd and 3. Looks like 3rd and 3.
And this is what you need to do, 3 and out if you can do it, right?
Yeah, but I'll give South Garner a lot of credit. Their third downs have been short. I mean, you're looking 2, 3, 4 yards. You haven't had them. You hadn't gotten them in a 3rd and long yet. The only one you're going to have close to that was a pass interference if that was an incomplete pass.
Well, they're going to come back to the line on a 3rd and 3, ball on the 38, tied game. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, homecoming. Nixon Fowler Stadium, beautiful night for football. As they're going to go up the middle. Is he going to be short? He's short! He's short!
It looks like right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like you're going to come up with a 4th and 3 at their own 38-yard line.
So
we'll see what South Garner does.
Or do you punt? What do you think?
I don't know. The Comets, South Garner's offense is still on the field. The punter has not run on the field. I would watch the snap. Watch your snap here because they've already had us jump once.
I was going to say, watch the hard count.
It looks like don't jump, by the way. You're exactly right, Kim.
If anybody jumps, this coaching staff will lose their mind.
He
They moved. They fooled their own guys. The wide
Number
receiver
21,
and 13.
Jay Stringer, and number 13, Caden Kay, both moved for the Titans. Now they got to punt the football.
Yeah, that's back them up 5 yards, be 4th and 8. Puts them in a punting situation. I do like the fact the Comets are leaving the defense on the field. They just subbed out a DB for, is that Charles Smith that's going to return that one?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Number 10,
Smith,
he's back.
10.
Charles Smith, defensive back, senior.
I like the fact the Comets leaving the defense on the field. Here's
Punting.
the punt.
Here it is.
Short little line drive punt. Just get away from it. Went out of bounds.
It's out of bounds on the Titans side.
Let's
so
see
it's
where
going to be
referee's
spotted. What
walking
about
up.
the 35?
No, about the
37, 38,
40,
41, 42,
I like this.
43,
44
yard line. Holy camolie.
Yeah, 32. That's an 18. That's a 24-yard punt.
And that's in favor of the Comets.
Yeah, that was it. That was unfortunate. The Comets will get the ball at their own 44.
It certainly is.
And that is great field position. And let's see, the Comets offense, they
and the defense clicked. They
had
got
they had one negative play the first series.
Right.
That was a run on the read option with Smalls kept the ball. And that was the only negative play they had. So let's see what the Comets can do here. Looks like the Comets have receivers 2 wide right, 2 left.
1 minute left to go here as Mark will start the clock back again. Left in the first quarter, homecoming. Tied game, a Comets offense running,
and
flags
the
are
Comets.
flying.
Right tackle for the Comets.
I
think
it's the right tackle there, and that is the player of Nick Capizzi. Capizzi might have moved a little early, so Capizzi is going to cause the Comets to go back 5 yards.
Yep.
First and 15 now on the 39 coming up here.
The only benefit to that is on first down. You got 3 downs because you're not in a go for it type territory. But yeah, I'll say that. I got to say this: if my wife and son are listening, the Kirby Robertson go for it territory because he loves it. But yeah, you got first and 15 here. See what the Comets can do on first down. High snap,
Smalls
up the
keep
middle.
It, run, baby.
Cuts outside.
He got away.
He kind of lost his footing. If he doesn't lose his footing, he might still be running, Wesley.
Number 21, Jay Stringer, the inside linebacker, junior, laying the hit on Aiden Smalls.
Gain of about 6.
By the way, Aiden Smalls threw for 2 touchdowns. It ran for 1 touchdown last week against the Southeast Raleigh Bulldogs.
I mean, he's the do-it-all guy.
He is.
You see why teams have to key on him. He's
Smalls,
that dynamic.
538 yards, 68 attempts, and 11 touchdowns so far this year for QB1, number 2.
Comets are coming out with the 2 receivers each side pretty much every down.
2nd and 9 under 20
Straight
seconds left. He fires.
Quick pass. Caught by D'Angelo Ruffin.
He got it. No, I think that's number 4.
That's
Tyler
Campbell. I'm sorry. Again, I get them mixed up, the numbers.
Campbell caught the football.
He was already down. They're going to give the ball. Let's see.
It is a first down.
Let's see where they're giving the ball.
It is a first down.
Okay, they're moving the chains. Yeah, moving the
Comets.
chains. No, they said move the chains. He just said the far side line judge said move the chains.
Yeah,
first down.
it's
Comets.
first down for the Comets.
Yeah, it was some confusion because South Garner thought they had the ball.
Yeah, even Mark thought South Garner got the football, but it's not. It's 1st and 10 for the Comets.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Comets. And with 2 seconds left, they're going to get the final play of the first quarter, run the football.
And
they'll pick up
like
about 4 with Noah Smith up the middle.
Yeah, looks like you got.
That's the third.
Looks like I got about 2.
That's the first quarter, Blake. What do you think?
Hey, I like it. It's 34 minutes. If we can speed that thing up a little bit, the penalties is what slowed the quarter down.
Sure.
A lot of runs. Yeah, the penalties is what slowed the quarter down. But we'll switch sides of the field here in a minute. We'll come back at you here to start the second quarter.
The second quarter coming up from Nixon Fowler Stadium. This is CRN Friday Night Lights and Homecoming 2025 as well.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. for residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews. Please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Second down and 8 from the 44-yard line.
Back here in the radio booth, Blake Robertson, Ryan Tomford, Wesley Outland, Kim Winslow, our All-State sideline reporter. It's time for the start of the second quarter. 2nd and 8, ball on the 43, and the Comets do have the football. Ryan, your take down below with the first quarter, buddy. Still are tied at 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good game so far. The fans down here are excited, and the energy is pumping up for the second quarter.
Tight end River Fiore moves. Now they'll go to Noah Smith.
Terrace
Hobbs.
Nice
Hobbs
run
runs
off
the
the left
football.
side.
Terrace Hobbs will go down around the 32-yard line. Move the chains for the Comets again, Blake.
Yeah, actually, I think it's the 34. Yeah, I think they marked him down a little short. 34-yard line, but that is the first down for the Comets in South Garner territory at 34. And it'll be, that was a nice crease, nice blocking, seal the edge, let Hobbs get out use his speed to get outside. Now I see that they're signaling the play here to Comets. Neither team is huddled. They're not huddling anymore. It's a tempo type game, but then again, the Comets, they're looking to the sideline, kind of get the play.
By the way, Terrace Hobbs, obviously 188 yards total, 16 attempts, 2 touchdowns so far for him.
Okay, we have a flag that's thrown about the 28.
Wow.
Well, we had a flag thrown about the 28. It's going to be an illegal substitute. I don't know. Well, I'm just looking at what he's saying.
Waiting to see what the white hat will show.
Holding on the defense.
South
where
Garner
the
Titans.
Where the flag was thrown. Looks like the flag was thrown at the 26-yard line, and anytime
now
it's
the
thrown
holding's
back there,
at the line of scrimmage plus 10 yards up. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be an automatic first down anyway, just because of the yardage.
Right. Yep.
So it'll give the Comets 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They are 4 yards shy of heading to the W Energy red zone, and Kim Winslow, down to you, and hold that thought. Get your bike ready as they'll get ready for another snap. But this is exactly what Clayton needs. These mistakes now for the Titans is putting Clayton in the driver's seat for an easy touchdown.
On South Garner, yes. Sideline warning on South Garner.
Trying to go for an easy 6 here.
Yeah, and the Comets, anytime you see the flag thrown that early and the location, it's going to be something on the defense.
Kim, what you got? Looks like the referee is going to South Garner.
Yeah, the white hat is over there, and the line judge, or side judge, what do you want to call him?
Now, Robbie said last week that that's a
line.
courtesy. If you go to one sideline, you go to the other sideline, and you let them know what's going on. But, Kim, it looks like there's more of a lengthy combo going on there with the referee with the South Garner head coach of Greg Green, if you will.
Yeah, and obviously we're not on that sideline. Don't know what caused the flag to be thrown.
We're zoomed in on the camera. Thank you, Ryan Tomford. And you can see Coach Green is very animated right now, Blake. I don't think he's happy with what they're talking about, but it is what it is.
He must not have liked that holding call.
Yeah, but that call was thrown early. That flag was thrown really early, in the defensive backfield. Only 2 things it could really be, and that's defensive holding or an illegal man downfield.
Ryan Tomford.
Those type things. But now we got an explanation.
Here we go. Yep. By the way, Ryan doing a job on the color commentary and the camera. A sideline warning being given to South Garner, plus a little extra more commentary. And we'll now reset here with a 1st and 10. By the way, tonight's homecoming game, 1st and 2nd half, and the homecoming festivities with Robbie Worrell at the call will be on our Community Radio Network YouTube sometime tomorrow morning. Here we go now. Smalls
going
up the middle to Noah Smith, and he's running. He's in the W Energy red zone. He'll drop it around the 14. Move the chains. Comets have got the football here.
Yeah, nice little jump cut by Noah. He there was a guy in the hole. He kind of jump cut to his left and got that 8. It was like 7, 8 yards.
Yeah, like 2nd and 3 coming up here.
17-yard line here.
They are in the W Energy red zone. Use the hashtag CRN to get 15% off of your order of W Energy products. And another 15% goes back into the Community Radio Network broadcast as well. Smalls back to Noah Smith.
Nice
He's got a
jump cut by Noah.
He's running.
Another
He's
jump
there.
cut.
Homecoming, looking for his 2nd TD of the night. He drops it around the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run by Noah Smith. South Garner brought the blitz. They brought 2 linebackers up the middle, and he actually jump cut the first one, shot upfield, and then he did another cut to the left to juke out the DB and get all the way to the Looks like the ball about the 4-yard line.
First and goal on the 4. Noah Smith, he scored earlier. Will he try to go again? A packed house at Nixon Fowler Stadium.
Comets in 2 tight ends and a power set. Keyshawn
Smalls
Stansel
to Smith. They swallow him up. He goes nowhere. Might drop back a yard or 2.
Yeah, looks like he got met right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Ham and Keyshawn Stansel are in. They're on the right, behind the right tight end.
He might have lost 2 yards in that last play.
Yeah, it looks like he's right at the 5.
Second and goal on the 5 or 6 yard line.
Right at the line of
10
scrimmage.
minutes left here.
Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage. Yeah,
he's going to stay
they
at the
gave
4.
him forward progress.
Awesome.
And now Keyshawn Stansel and Jordan Ham are set up to the left of Aiden Smalls.
And remember, Keyshawn normally a defensive player.
But this is a power set.
Smalls
They're going to try to power it
Smith,
in.
room to run, flag on the play, but a touchdown in the end zone, Noah Smith. There is a flag on the play, though.
Yeah,
I think they got, I think it looked like Keyshawn was rocking. Oh, they're going to say.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
Yeah, you're right, Tim.
He looked like he was rocking.
Illegal motion. Keyshawn Stansel, who normally is not an offensive player.
No.
He plays defense.
A little over anxious there. Got a little moving, a little quick, and I got the illegal motion call.
The
That'll back it up. For second and goal at the 9 for the Comets.
Ready to see now a loss of 5 yards on that illegal motion.
And the Comets
second and goal on the 9.
Have actually, I'm looking at the set here. It's kind of a short. Now here comes Ruffin
Smith.
in motion. Here comes an
It's
option
Smalls.
left.
He'll keep the football, and he'll go around. Oh,
yeah,
wait a minute. That's a late hit right there.
Yeah, that's going to be a late hit on number 10 for South Garner, Jimmy Sanaya, and that should give it automatic
Jimmy
first down.
Sanaya, that's a late hit on Smalls' kid. Down to you.
Yeah, that'll at least be half the distance to the goal, but holy smokes, that was absolutely uncalled for. He was already down, well outside even the white out-of-bounds line. Over here into the green, and he just came and jumped on him.
What is that, about the 4-yard line again?
It's going to be right at the, at the 4. Right at the 4 again for a first. Now it's first and goal.
Yeah, because he got the run to right at the 8.
Oh, I'm sorry, I say first and goal. They still have third down on the yard.
Remember, it's not an automatic first down.
Oh, it's not. Yeah,
I don't believe, right?
Third down. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be third and goal at the 4. My bad.
It's a third and goal on the 4, so it is third and goal on the 4. Wow, we needed an automatic first down.
Yeah, we needed that. Let's see what the Comets have. You got 2 downs here. And the legal motion penalty took 7 points off the board. Let's see if the Comets can come back and score.
Third and goal on the 4. Clayton, I think, trying to make South Garner go off sides. Instead, they go to Noah Smith.
Straight up the middle, no gain. No gain up the middle on 3rd and 4.
Noah Smith.
Yeah, and that'll bring up fourth and goal at the 4. And it's balls on the left hash.
And they're going to go for it.
Yeah,
I don't
Comets
see Nate Lunger coming out for a field goal.
Yeah, Comets leaving the offense on the field. I see that's number 9, D'Angelo Ruffin coming in.
Back out. Parker Ferguson is out there.
Him and Tyler Campbell, River Fiore set out
the tight end
right.
spot. Here we go now. Charles Smith on the far right as well. Motion movement now by Tyler Campbell. Here comes
Straight
Smalls.
Drawback.
Got a man to run. He fires
River
it open.
Fiore was wide open.
Oh, where's the flag?
Out of bounds. And just the ball's thrown out of bounds.
Incomplete turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Now, if you're the Comets defense, you want to pressure South Garner and try to get a safety if you can out of the deal here.
Yeah, but that illegal motion penalty took 7 points off the board, and now we're still tied here with 8:55 to go in the second quarter.
Ryan Tomford, that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking.
And here goes South Garner. Did not have enough men on the field. Here comes
running out there, number 34. It looked like
that's 24. That's the
Ebenezer Atwadi.
Yeah, Atwadi.
Snap. Hardy goes again to
and he breaks
he
a couple
goes
tackles.
Right again to number 4.
Looks like he broke a couple tackles. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he gained about 6 yards.
I'm going to tell you, there's a good thing going there between Hardy and Clark. I mean,
yeah, they saw what worked for Southeast Raleigh last week.
That's exactly what they're doing. I think. Yeah, they're running the football up the middle.
They've seen what the Comets have trouble with, and that's just you kind of power runner straight at you football.
Here comes the Titans again, running with Burke.
And that'll be a
gain
of
first
about
down.
2. A gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and looks like 3. It's like going to be 3rd and 3.
Coming up, Homecoming 2025. They will have the homecoming court ceremonies Robbie Worrell, the voice of the Comets on public address, will have the coverage. 3.5 minutes from that happening here.
Yeah,
at Nixon Fowler Stadium.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 here, and see what the Comets do. You got to think of your South Garner. You got 2 downs to get 3 yards.
3rd and 3. Here come the Titans back to the line.
Play clock's down to 4.
Well, they get the play off.
Yeah, they got the play off, but they called timeout right
South
before.
Garner. They
South
called
Garner
timeout. We'll take one with them. Stand by.
Coach saw it as well.
Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comets community and everybody of Seatown. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs for weekly specials, appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comets Football Weekly every Tuesday night for Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets. Timeout expiring, 3:21 left to go here in the first half. Comets leads 14-7 on the Titans. Clayton and South Garner. And
here's
Hardy fakes. He fires. No, he will not.
He's running.
They're going after him, and no one's home.
Yeah, no one's home. Nice defense by the Comets. Pressure by Jordan Ham and Keyshawn Stansel up the middle. And that'll bring up a 4th and 3 at the Comets' 41-yard line. And South Garner leaving the offense on the field. Offense is on the field.
4th down. Clayton defense, they're doing their job, I have to say, probably, Blake.
They've got ever since that the first drive where South Garner pretty much ran the ball down our throat. The Comets have kind of settled up and shored up the middle of the defense.
And it's looking like Hardy is going to stay on the field. They're not going to
stop. South Garner had to call another timeout.
Another timeout. They waste another timeout.
They weren't anywhere near ready. So
4th down, 2 timeouts in the last 30 seconds in one play.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Just not ready. A little indecisive there on 4th down, and just not ready to play. So they had to get. They had guys running all off the field. We'll see what they come up with. The Comets another huge down because you only got 3:14 left to go in the half.
Here's a quick word from Allstate.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now, I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Brian Tomford, what's your take of the game so far, buddy, as we're closing in on halftime?
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys were talking about this a moment ago, but, the defense for Clayton, they struggled on that first drive, but ever since then, they've done a great job of stopping South Garner here, and their offense has done a pretty good job of going down the field and scoring as well.
Yes, Comets Football Weekly.
And
yes, every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at Vincent's Pub and Eatery.
South Garner setting up with a different set. Nobody in the backfield, the quarterback, and he's going to run to the left easily for the first down. No contain on the right side of the defense.
Kanan Blackwell was trying all he could to run him down, but Hardy realized he had enough time to run.
Yeah,
you just can't do this on 4th downs. You can't make those mistakes.
Comets had nobody contain that out the right side of the defense, left side of the offense. There was no contain at all, and he just a free run. He gains about like 7 yards or so.
3 minutes left to go in the first half. Remember, the Comets will get the football after the lengthy homecoming festivities for homecoming court for Queen and Princess. King and Prince was decided earlier this morning for the pep rally.
And here's again, Hardy's back there by himself. Blitz
Hardy up the middle
for the Comets. It looks like they're going to stop him maybe for a yard gain. Looks like he gained about a yard.
It will be 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and 9 here.
South Garner player,
and one thing, I know the Comets, if I'm correct, have 2 timeouts left. And that's, there's 2.5 here, 2:45 here to go in the second quarter. the Comets would love to get the football back, try to score. Let's see what the defense can do here.
Looked like Jordan Ham was a little slow getting up on the far right side of the field of the Titans. It'll now be 2nd and 9.
And
Hardy
here's another
fires
pass across the middle.
Anyone home?
Nope.
Incomplete.
Nice defensive play.
There is incomplete. No flags either.
Is that Kalen Rogers on the defensive play? Or no, that's A.K. Cramel. I see a number. Look like a 4. Yeah, A.K. Cramel with the break up there. Yeah, and you got to think.
Number 34 of A.K. Amari Gibbons also there covering him.
And I would say that, South Garner's got 2 downs to get 9 yards. Because you're not going to punt here, you're not going to kick here. Only 2:25 to go in the game. Second half, second quarter. Been a long week.
Here we
second
go.
Quarter. Here we go. The Comets now down to running a 4-man line.
Third,
3 receivers right, 1 left.
39 Hardy.
It does not look. It looks like we got enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Clock. They just got it off in time,
yeah,
and he goes down.
And I see Coach Chadwick.
Stansel brings him down.
Coach Chadwick calling for the timeout immediately with 2:16 to go.
This is, by the way, a 4th down.
It'll be 4th and about 11 or 12.
Yeah, they lost yardage.
Yeah, 4th and about 11 or 12 here.
Be about a 4th and 12, 4th and 11.
Yeah, here's a decision for South Garner. Do you kick it and try to put us deeper, or do you go for it? 2:19 on the clock.
2:19 on the clock. They're asking for 2:19 on the clock. It'll be a 4th and 11, a loss of 2 yards just a moment ago.
Yeah, and that's big play there. It looked like South Garner they were something, their timing and sync, they were off sync there. So the huge play here on 4th and going to be about 11.
4th and 11 on a 37.
Yeah, if you're South Garner, do you play it a little bit conservative and try to just punt it and have, or do you take the chance here? You're down 7. If I'm South Garner, I'm probably taking that chance and letting my quarterback have a little bit of freedom here. See what he can do on the move. If he can hit a receiver on the move or run the ball. We'll see, because he's been successful with his runs as well. Here we got 2 receivers right, 2 left. Looks like Clark
right alongside Hardy.
Yep, he's right beside him.
2:19 left to go in the first half. 4th and 11. And they're going to go for it on a 4th down. Comets defense got to stop them.
And we have a flag.
We got a flag on the play. Are they really going to call pass interference on number 20?
It'd be defensive holding or pass interference on the Comets. Depends on what it is. Holding's 10 yards. Yeah, it's going to still be 4th down, just be 4th and 1.
And that was a good call. He kind of pulled his arm back, kind of spun him a little bit as he was crossing.
And by the way, it's number 20, Malachi Bird, as Kim said.
And that'll bring up 4th and 1.
Holding on the Comets, not pass interference, it's holding. Still going to be 4th and 1.
So
4th and 1's a lot better than a 4th and 11, right?
Yeah, now you would expect Clark or Hardy to run the ball. What they've done is run it up the middle. That's what you would expect. Let's see what the Comets can do on the interior, see if they can stop this play. Huge play in the game here.
Here we go, 4th and 1. Comets defense got to make a stop, don't jump.
No, we didn't get they're
trying to make him run off. They're trying to make him jump off sides, but they didn't do it.
High snap to Hardy, and he's got the left side. We're going to have a holding.
Holding on South Garner.
We're going to have offensive holding here, I believe, on South Garner.
I think me and you just called it at the same time.
I think everybody in the booth called that one.
Holding, and what was a 4th and 1 is now back to a 4th and 11 again.
We're just taking 13 seconds off the clock. That's all we've done. That's really all we've done.
2 minutes left to go here in the first half. 3 steps, what is that? 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, if you will, right?
Right now,
oh, man.
2 of the penalties were offsetting, but total penalties in the first half, there's been 20 total penalties in the first half.
20 yellow flags tonight.
That's what I have. That's my
more
count.
Cautions than last week at the Roval.
Oh, way more than there, yeah. All right, here we go. The clock is running. Surprised the Comets haven't taken a timeout here. Let's see what happens.
4th and 11.
You got 4 wide to the right.
It was
to the
4th
left.
and 11, holding. 4th and 1, holding. Gonna go long, fire, South Garner. Laundry on the field again. There's a yellow flag at the 30.
I believe it's illegal man downfield because of the way they were set up.
That's on South Garner, right?
Yeah, the way they were set.
So it's a 4th and 16 now?
No. We're going to it's going to be declined. It'll be Clayton ball at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
You're exactly
illegal man
right.
downfield.
Illegal man downfield for the Titans, and it will be a turnover because the Comets are they're gonna decline it.
And the Comets will have one timeout left. I believe they have
interesting.
Kim, do you remember if we have one timeout left?
I think they do. They use 2 timeouts.
Kim,
they got 1 timeout left, right, Kim?
Who are you talking about?
Timeout.
Clayton
got 1.
Oh, I think Clayton's only used the 1.
Okay, so they may have 2. I did not keep count.
All right, good deal. Well, you got 106 seconds to drive as the voice of the Comets on PA. Robbie Morrell's doing selfies for homecoming night.
Here's the
All
snap.
right, Comets, you
Smalls.
got to drive.
Can he break out wide? He does break out wide.
Breaks away.
And he
runs
gains
out of
about,
bounds. That's Aiden Smalls.
Look, about 13 yards. Gained about 13 yards to the 50.
Aiden Smalls, QB keeper.
And right at 1:40 to go, and he ran out of bounds, so the clock stops. So, good. Comets got the ball right on the 50 and on the right hash.
It is exactly 100 seconds remaining here in the first half at Homecoming 2025 at Dixon Fowler.
Comets have 3 receivers left, 1 right.
Ball on the 50, exactly. Snap
Smalls
goes to Smalls. Smalls, he's going to run.
He's going to move out to the left.
Going to run, fires,
on the run.
catch
Nice
made, Parker
play.
Ferguson. Tries to get out of bounds. He couldn't do it. The clock still runs.
He should have got out of bounds. It does stop for the first down, but
that's right.
It was he just should have jumped out of bounds. It would have saved that any kind of thing.
It'll stop just to let them reset the down markers, and then the clock will start back because he didn't get out of bounds.
At the 37-yard line. Yeah, 37-yard line of South Garner.
80 seconds remaining down. 1st and 10 on the 37 of the Titans. Comets driving.
Straight
Smalls
drop.
Gets away
Blitz
from 1 or 2 tackles. Open man. Catch is made. And he drops down and around the red zone.
That's 24. Austin Dalton on the catch.
Austin Dalton, the sophomore wide receiver, by the way, that caught the football.
The South Garner brought the middle linebacker, and he just Aiden kind of moved to his right to get away from him.
Remember, Blake and Ryan, the Comets will get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Remember that.
Yeah, you're trying to get a kind of
Smalls,
a 2-for-1 quarterback
draw. He's running. He's driving.
Straight up the middle.
Smalls up the
That's
middle.
a touchdown.
Touchdown, Aiden Smalls.
That was too easy, Wes. Too easy and too fast.
Touchdown number 12 for the NC State commit.
Yeah, that was too fast. Too straight up the middle. A great play, and the seas kind of parted for Aiden. And once he broke the line of scrimmage, he's too fast. Just straight to the end zone, kind of untouched.
Like you
that'll
said,
bring on Lunger for the extra point.
The parting of the Red Seas would make the Pharisees and the Pharaohs blush. What Aiden Smalls just did. What a phenomenal job right up the middle. And he finds it. Lunger going to tack on the extra point. It's in. It's good.
It's good.
Lunger, by the way, 32 of 39 extra points now. 33 of 40. 2 of 6 on field goals. Kim, down to you for an Eastern Technical Design touchdown and scoring recap. It wasn't a lot, but it's a touchdown, as you said.
Yeah, essentially, about 50 seconds.
3 plays, 2 plays?
Yeah, in 50 seconds, that's all it took. It was nice to see the Comets be able to, drive down, make a quick drive quickly. They got the, ball in good field position, had some good plays.
How about that?
Didn't even have to use all of their timeouts to do it, and so good clock management by the Comets.
And remember, you've got under a minute left to go here. Ryan, your take of that touchdown by the Comets. What a way to use the clock, run the football, and obviously get a touchdown to score here and go up by 14.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed very, very simple for the Clayton Comets there. It just seemed like they just walked up the field to score, and they have plenty of time on the clock, and they didn't even need to use it.
But remember, they get the football to start the 3rd quarter as well, Kim.
Yeah, and remember, South Garner has no timeouts left, but remember what happened on the last kickoff. Nate Lunger was not able to get it into the end zone,
That's right.
And South Garner ran it back to essentially the Comet 48-yard line.
Yes, you're exactly right.
And Lunger and
so Lunger's goal is to go for a touchback. That's what
Yeah.
he wants to do. Lunger did make that stop on number 1 of Caleb Sykes for being a touchdown. Kim, back to you.
No, I was going to say, but you want to see it either get it into the end zone, or I was going to
Squib
say, or
kick.
squib it. Oh, it's a
Squib
live
it,
ball,
it's a
live ball,
ball.
live ball.
Comets
got
get
it.
it.
Comets
They got the ball.
Comets got it.
Comets ball.
Comets think they have
Comets
it.
ball.
Yep.
It's a Comet football.
What a play.
Comets football.
And Kim, like you said, they have 2 timeouts left, or at least we know they have 1. At least we think 2 timeouts. Got the ball at South Garner 27-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable play there. You know, it was kind of just going for a squib kick, and it worked out. You know, the ball bounced our way just then.
Squib kick. They lost, but they touched the football. Comets dived for the ball. Kim, who was it that dove for the football? It happened so fast.
Yeah, I couldn't get a number, but here goes Smalls. He's got 3 receivers right,
I want to
1
say
left.
it's number 23 of Nathaniel Lunger that obviously
The kicker.
was the man that got it started, and now the Comets get a chance to go back up now by 3
he was
scores.
wide open. The receiver was wide open on the right for the Comets.
The ball went out of play, so the clock stops.
Yeah, that was Tyler Campbell was wide open, but Smalls was under such duress.
That big mistake
couldn't get
by
the ball to him.
The fumble on the kickoff return by South Garner gives Clayton the football at 2nd and 10. They're also got great field position. They're already on the South Garner Titan 27.
Kim says 2, but I thought 1. I don't know. Yeah.
2nd and 10 on the 27.
Here
comes
I think
Smalls.
we have 1 left.
Smalls, he fires. Anybody home? It's caught.
No.
Incomplete. D'Angelo Ruffin. It's incomplete. 3rd down.
Yeah. Nothing. Good coverage there. Not much there. He tried to force it in.
If he might have turned about a half a second, I think he would have caught that rock.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off. Kind of the ball was a little bit behind him, but
3rd and 10.
You got to give the defender credit there. That was good coverage.
40 seconds remaining. Comets up by 2 scores already. 21-7. Clayton will get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
So yeah, you got 40 seconds to go here. I mean, the clock seems like it's just not running because of the incomplete passes, touchdowns, all that. But here the Comets are looking at now they have 3 wide right, tight end to the left, and Fiore.
Smalls ready for the clap. Here comes the ball.
Fiore
He's got
stays
it.
in the
Smalls
block.
fires.
Oh,
Far
he's
side of
open.
the pylon. Is he there?
Where's the flag? Yes, I was going to say, where's the flag? There's going to be pass interference.
This time on number 17, Parker Ferguson,
And
far
that-
right pylon.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it is enough yardage. It will be
That will be from a 3rd and 10. It'll now be a 1st and 10 because it's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage for pass interference. They are also in the W Energy red zone. Ryan, this is working in favor for Clayton and also controlling the clock also.
Yeah, this is definitely working out for Clayton. You know, right before when it was 14-7, I didn't even think they had a chance of maybe just getting possibly 1 score, but now they could get 2 scores. So definitely a great way to end the half for Clayton.
And they would be up by 3 scores if they were able to pull it off. And remember, they get the ammunition to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, here goes the. Looks like we have again 3 wide right, three wide outs to the right. Parker Ferguson down to the left.
Smalls
quarterback draw.
Smalls keeps it,
and
he's still on his feet.
He
He's
just
still
needs
driving.
to get out of bounds,
and
he
stops
was
the
in
clock.
bounds. Yep. And I see Coach Chadwick signaling for timeout.
Yeah. The ball did drop out of bounds, but they said that he was still
he
timeout.
didn't quite get out of bounds, but that's right there in front of you, Kim.
Wow.
We got 26.8 seconds to go here. What do you think the Comets got up their sleeve?
Hey, I think they do another pass into the end zone like they did on that pass interference call.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing from Aiden tonight, I haven't seen him take the big sack.
He hasn't. No, they
he's
haven't.
gotten rid of the ball. So that's what I'm liking seeing from him tonight.
Great job.
Yeah, he's kind of seeing the pressure and he's moving it with the pressure to give himself a second or two to deliver the ball. And we'll see here. I'm eager to see if he does try to go back to that right side because there's been some confusion because a couple plays ago before the pass interference, Tyler Campbell was wide open to the right. He just got a little pressure, couldn't get it to him. We'll see what happens here.
This is working perfectly for the Comets. 21-7. They got the football in the W Energy red zone with a 2nd and 14 on the 18 coming up here.
Yeah, be 2nd and about 14 and. You're in the red zone. You got to try to score, and I'm sure Coach Chadwick has them ready. We're not sure on the timeouts, so we'll see.
Let's see what happens. Smalls ready. Smalls keeps
rolls
the football.
to the right.
He's going to roll to the right. He's got room to run. Now he fires. Anyone home? And it is.
He is caught and went out of bounds.
Number 4. That's, of course, our buddy, Mr. Tyler Campbell.
For a gain of about 10. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up. Number 4, Tyler Campbell catching the football.
And the
3rd and 4 on the 8 with 21.2 seconds left in the first half.
And you got to be, you're fighting the clock here too. So whatever you do, you want to get out of bounds, or you have to get the first down. Either one.
Going to go to the far right
hash mark. It's got to be something quick. It's got to be something to the end zone.
Far right hash mark.
They're bringing everybody.
Blitz, and they're going after him. Open man, catch made. Parker Ferguson.
Parker Ferguson with the catch on the left side for a touchdown.
Far left pylon. Parker Ferguson. Touchdown Comets. You're up now by 20 points here in the first half.
That was a 50-50 ball, or a 60-40 ball that Parker Ferguson turned into a 100% ball. He outfought the defensive back for that ball, and strong hands, strong upper body is what made that play. And South Garner were in this game 2 minutes and 4 seconds ago.
Now they're down by 3 scores.
3 scores, and then they have to go back on defense when we start the half.
Extra point is up and good. PAT is in. Ferguson, by the way, 25 receptions, 435 yards, and now 4 touchdowns. Kim, they had to go back and forth, but somehow they find the end zone. It is 28-7. Comets, by the way, up by 3 scores. 15 seconds left in the first half, and they still again get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and Comets wanted to take advantage of that one. When you get it, on that little squid kick, and you had it in good field position, you want to put at least some points on the board. Getting a touchdown out of that, absolute, bonus. And Comets were getting it done in the air on that drive.
Ryan, what you got, buddy? Comets up by 21.
Yeah, this is great for the Comets. You go into the locker room up by 3 scores now, and you'll get the ball, as you were saying, again in that second half. So this is definitely a game changer, and this has all happened in the last probably 2-3 minutes of this second half.
You're up by 21 points in less than 3 minutes or so, Blake. This is exactly what's happened in Clayton. It's not a myth, it is fact.
Right, but I'm going to jump back to something Kim said earlier. When they actually had a good kickoff return, they actually, they brought it back to a 48.
We got a flag on the play of the kickoff.
Let's see what we got here. Offsides on Clayton.
Offsides on the Comets, so we'll back him up 5 and have him kick it again.
Whew. I'm running out of paper,
That's
Wesley.
penalty flag number 21, or right? 21, 22?
23 total. They were offsetting.
23 yellow flags in the first half of the game.
And
23 yellow flags in the first half of the game.
Now, there was the 2 of those were offsetting unsportsmanlike, but 23 total penalties is what I come up with. And I may have missed one. I'll be honest. I think I got them all.
You and Kim need to compare notes.
Yeah,
she does that as well.
I'm close.
Kim keeps up with the timeout. Kim keeps up with the timeout. She keeps up with the penalties.
And here goes Lunger again.
Lunger kicks it, and this
another
time,
little pooch kick to a hole.
Come on, baby.
And they're letting the ball hit the ground. I don't know what 13 was doing.
It drops and about 11 seconds left.
Yeah,
if you're South Garner, I'm thinking you just go into a stance and take a knee and go to the locker room. I really do. I don't think you want to be gritty and try to go for a big play here. I just don't see it happening.
You got 2 plays at best. If you want to try it, you got 2 plays. So let's see what they do here. I'm looking at the Comets defense. You got your prevent defense. These guys are going to be way deep just to prevent anything big. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they have the Comets defense. I'm hearing Mark Coates. They got the Comets spread out. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nice pursuit and tackle by Mason Buckland.
Oh, boy.
And that'll keep the clock running, and that'll end the half. And that'll be Comets at the half. Comets late surge in that second half, Wesley. Jump up 28-7 on South Garner.
And I want to remind everybody that this literally happened, as you said. These points got scored These points got scored in less than 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and if you look, Comets actually scored 3 touchdowns in 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's how. There
you go.
That's how quick they can strike, the Comets. How electric the offense can be when it's clicking. And it was clicking. So we'll see here. We got about 20 minutes, just because of all the halftime festivities.
It might be longer than that.
Yeah, maybe a couple minutes longer than that.
We need to pause for station identification.
Get some breaks here.
Kim, are you going to try to grab Coach Chadwick after the half? I think we'll do that. We are at halftime. We're going to pause for station identification. Homecoming festivities are coming up next as well. Friday Night Lights, Homecoming 2025. Comets are up in 3 minutes and 45 seconds in the second quarter alone. 28-7. How sweet it is.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the...
There have been, I don't know, Kim, if you're keeping up. I'm trying to keep up. 7 accepted penalties against the Comets and 5 accepted penalties against South Garner. We have some offsetting. We had offsetting penalties.
Yeah, in fact, Comets had 50 yards in penalties just in the first quarter.
Yeah, and
to South Garner's 25, and obviously South Garner now has picked up 25 just here in the first 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the second quarter. But Comets have got to clean up the penalties.
Yeah, it's.
And Kim, you got to score, right? I mean, you got to take advantage of scoring. You were literally at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you started in good field position, at your own 44, you march down, and that penalty just hurt you. But again, sometimes you have those gadgets. You got a defensive player in on offense, and those kind of things, that's the risk you take.
Here comes the defense now, and Blake, you heard what I said earlier. Don't jump, but pressure the defense in the South Garner and try to make.
And we're going to have a holding call here on the left side of the offensive
Garner,
line.
I think.
Yeah, they had.
There's holding on the Titans.
They had the left defensive end wrapped up. It was a pretty good tackle. Yeah, Keyshawn's throwing his hands up because he was getting tackled.
Yeah, there's holding on South Garner here.
So that's going to back him up a couple yards.
Holding on the Titans will back him up.
But more importantly, it stops a pretty big run.
That's right, because he got away.
Yeah, he got
away because of the holding call.
Exactly, because Keyshawn had set the edge pretty much.
Yes, sir.
But the guy had, I think it was Keyshawn. It was either Keyshawn or Jordan Ham. The numbers are single digits. Can't see that far.
It was either number 8 or number 6.
They had a hold of, and no wonder he got around the edge because he had a good hold of him.
So now you literally put them in the 2-yard line, I think?
First and
half the distance to the
12.
goal. So if you're Comets defense, you want to try to get 2 points here. Go for a safety. They've done it a couple of times this year. Let's see what they can do here. Pressuring Chase Hardy.
Hand off straight up the middle, and he breaks it out.
Number 4. That is Elijah Clark running the football.
All the way to the 20, an 18-yard run there.
Wow.
And the Comets are turning around, not even looking at the ball.
They scamper away from the end zone, if you will, trying to put it in the rearview mirror. The Titans will. And we got a timeout on the field again here. Let's step away.
I can't see the number,
but
there's
A.K. Cromell, number 13.
A.K. Cromell has a cramp.
So we have an injury timeout. We'll take one with him as well.
Yeah.
Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash later or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. Oh, and by the way, because the holidays are approaching, mention CRN. Get 15% off of your order from Dubby Energy. Proud Red Zone sponsor on the Community Radio Network. Back underway, 8:29 left to go in the first half. Homecoming, South Garner, Clayton, we're tied at 7-all. And South Garner now trying to rush. It's 1st and 10 on the 20.
Quick pass out to the
Hardy
left.
throws, and it is catch made.
Nice
Pick up
hit,
number
but
30.
it's a nice gain of about 9 yards. Number 7, Randolph Ross on the reception.
Yeah, that's the wide receiver, junior Randolph Ross, catching the football, and maybe a pickup of what, about 9 yards? It'll be second and one coming up here.
And they're trying to catch the Comets not
Hardy
ready to
Burke.
play. And that's going to be, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. That'll be third and one
coming up here, yeah. And notice they're doing throws. Hardy's throwing, but he's not making the deep, long throws. He's making throws, short throws.
Yeah,
getting to
quick
his
throws.
man, picking up 5-6 yards here, like you said here.
But he'll take the snap
Third
again.
and one. Comets defense got to stop him. 3rd and 1.
They jump.
And they jump.
The left guard and the left guard and number 13, the wide receiver K.
Number
they both
54,
jumped.
Caleb Brownson, the guard senior, jumped.
And they're trying to get the Comets to jump, but the Comets are actually pretty disciplined just then and
If
did
you're
not
keeping
jump.
track,
So now you're looking
Clayton
at 3rd
jumped
and
one
6.
time.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 here. Big down for the Comets because you stop it here, you get the ball back in decent field position with a punt. Let's see. Comets have 5 down linemen on the defensive line.
Comets ready to go, showing signs of blitz. They're going to rush.
They're
Pressure
bringing 5.
Hardy. Look out.
Deep
58
throw.
was trying to go. It is incomplete.
No flag.
No flags.
Good coverage. Nice coverage by number 21, Daniel Lovelace Davis.
Whoa!
And now we got a late flag.
There's a flag now, whatever this is about.
That's going to be celebration after the play.
On Clayton or
on Clayton?
South Garner, I think.
I'm going to say, Comets players are pointing towards South Garner.
South Garner, I think, said something. Number 80 said something
on
around.
Clayton.
Yep, on
they're
Clayton.
calling it on Clayton.
And here's the thing. He did a little celebration, kind of a little tip thing. But again, even with Noah Smith's unsportsmanlike, and then this one, it seems a little.
And he waited, 5 seconds after the play was dead, and then he calls a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Excessive
Composure.
celebration, man. Come on.
And the Comet coaches were unhappy about it, but I didn't see it, so I can't really comment other than must have been more than the officials are calling this one tight. They're not allowing any kind of jawing at all, which you don't want jawing, but it's just so tight that I don't know. It's their 4th one they've called.
First and 10, ball on the 44. Coach Chadwick, I think, wants an explanation. Ryan to the left, Ryan.
Yeah, he's wanting an explanation. He and the back judge who threw the official is right there as well. Yeah.
And you hear the fans, the Comet crew at homecoming saying, referees, don't ruin tonight being too much flag happy. Coach Chadwick obviously is saying you can't do that.
And Coach is mad at his player right now.
He's telling him you can't do that.
He's yelling at his players now. He's not yelling at the official. He's upset with his players.
Right.
He's trying to fire them up. And they got to play smart. You got to play smart. Right now, that's our 9th penalty. 8 have been accepted. 1 was an offsetting.
Tied at 7. And here comes the Titans now. Up the middle.
Looks like he gained about 1. Right at the South Garner 40.
That was again Burke with the football up the middle.
And now I'm seeing South Garner kind of back off a little bit. Back off the tempo. They're huddling, which they haven't huddled much tonight. It's mostly just been an up-tempo game.
Yeah, literally, they snap the ball, they go right back to the line, and sometimes Clayton's like deer in the headlights wondering what's going on here.
Yeah, got to be ready to play. And South Garner's ready to play. Here we go.
2nd and 8.
They're waiting for they're getting their play signaled in from the sideline.
Comets ready. Hardy hands it
off
off
up the middle.
Burke. And
nice
it goes
stop up the middle for the Comets.
Big stops there by Keyshawn Stansel and Buckland and number 27 of Caden Blackwell. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 9. They didn't give him Wesley. They didn't give him any. Well, yeah, okay. Now they just moved it. They didn't have to move it. Yeah, they gave him a yard.
Gave him a yard.
3rd and 8. Another big down for the Comets. Last time we had 3rd down, we stopped them. Then we had the penalty. But
defense
let's see
coming
out.
Cedric
Simmons running on here for the Comets.
Getting into position here, 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, we got a.
And we got a flag, timeout called by the Comets.
Timeout, Clayton.
Timeout called by the Comets, and the coach, defensive coach,
Bennett, yeah,
Kim,
Coach
he
Jones
did not look
like the
happy.
set.
I don't think he liked the way they were set up on the field. He had to call for a timeout here. Wow.
Yeah, I could see they were getting. They jumped up with the timeout. They you want this a huge down. It's a huge down in the game. It's a tie game here with 6:10 to go in the second quarter.
By the way, don't forget next week we are off. It'll be our idle bye week. No games scheduled, and then we come back for the two big games.
Yeah,
Garner
the
and
Garner
Cleveland.
game and Cleveland. Yep.
Where did the season go, Blake Robertson?
It's fast.
My goodness, man.
Yeah, I'll be in my favorite place those 2 weeks, so I'll be out of town those.
Are you not going to be available for Cleveland?
I'm never here for that game because it's always Halloween weekend.
I got you.
Yeah,
it
always
will be Halloween night,
and I'll be celebrating that in Walt Disney World.
Well, I can tell you our buddy, Mr. Mark Arson from 106.1 RDU Hair Nation will be here in the booth for that game as well on October 31st. Jackie Posey will also be here. Ryan, what you think down there in the crowd with the just the amazing atmosphere, even though it's a tied game?
They moved early and did not throw the flag, though.
They throw a flag. No, it's first down.
The umpire in the middle of the field is just kind of looking around. There is a flag at the 35 and here's another flag.
There's another
There's a flag at the 35 of South Garner, which is in the backfield. And then there's a flag at the 46-yard line of the Comets. I'm thinking I didn't see anything unless there's a roughing the passer, and then it could be a
jawing, maybe
another unsportsmanlike again.
Midway point of the second quarter as the band is playing their rendition of the ESPN Sports Center. The referees conversate. We see what the call will be here. Holding on South Garner.
And a dead
ball, unsportsmanlike on South Garner. Yeah. Both penalties on the Titans. All right, they finally call it down the middle.
That should be both penalties marked off. It should be 25.
That's a 25-yard
penalty,
ain't it? 10 yards and 15 yards?
Yes, a dead ball, so it should be 25 yards.
That's a 25-yard penalty if you're counting it. 15 yards on unsportsmanlike, 10 yards on holding.
Yeah, so you're going to have a third and about 23 or so.
Yes, sir, it is. Push them back.
Somewhere around there.
It's 3rd and Wilson.
Yeah, the ball is getting ready to be spotted at the 16-yard line.
Boy, you talk about that being a big play. Kim Winslow, down to you for an all-state sideline report. They literally got the first down and more. They were in Comets territory at around the 40, and then that unsportsmanlike conduct and holding has pushed him all the way back to the 16-yard line.
And if you look in these types of situations, Comets will have two safeties deep, one of which is Parker Ferguson. They bring him out, essentially as part of the hands team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing that they're going to go deep.
No, they're going to hand off, I believe. Yeah, they can just hand off. And he's still nice play. He gains about 5, maybe. Yeah,
they brought
4 or 5, but that'll bring up a punt.
If you're the Comets defense, you did your job, and the Titans did their mistakes put them in this position.
Yeah,
you're going to punt the football.
They shot themselves in the foot.
Ryan, what you think down there, buddy, amongst the Comet crew crowd, if you will? It's a fun night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a fun night down here, and something that I've noticed with the fans, they agree or disagree with a lot of these calls down here, and they just want a little more freedom with how these calls are being called, but the refs are calling it both ways tonight.
Yeah, they are. 5.5 minutes left to go here. Punt of the football.
Short punt, very short punt.
Tipped.
Get out of the way, and
it's
a
going
nice
to go the other
Comet bounce
for the Comets at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, 28-yard. That's an 8-yard punt.
Perfect.
7 or 8-yard punt.
1st and 10 on the 28-yard line.
Yeah, it's like a 7 or 8-yard punt.
Looks like they're going to put it at the 28-yard line, and the Comets going to get Kim great field position here, as it'll be another Atwell Exterior Services first down. Will move the chains. Ball on the 29. 5:10 left to go here in the first half. And Kim, you got to take advantage of this. Down to you for another sideline report. Hold that thought. Ready to go down. All right, Smalls fires! Parker Ferguson catches the football. He's got room to run. He's going to drop it around the 15-yard line there,
Yeah,
Mike.
they're going to mark it right about the 17-yard line.
It'll be around the 15. They are in the W Energy red zone, Blake.
Nice
for the
quick
first
pass,
again.
but a good block by, I believe it was D'Angelo Ruffin, to hold that block and let Parker get outside, use his speed to get upfield. That'll be, first and 10, right about
Parker
the 17.
Ferguson, by the way, had 5 receptions against Southeast Raleigh for 79 yards, 8 receptions, 127 yards on Hoggard, 2 touchdowns on the Wilson Prep team.
Here's the option to Noah Smith.
Noah Smith drives!
And
touchdown!
he's in the end zone for
Comets! His second touchdown of homecoming 2025 tonight.
Nice play by Aiden Smalls. The defensive end, his job is to get the quarterback. He got the quarterback. There was nobody there for Noah Smith. He ran that option. That was a nice play, run to perfection. Noah cut it back to the left, right to the center of the field. And after that, pretty much untouched to the end zone.
Noah Smith now with 11 touchdowns. He started with 9 tonight. Before tonight's game, 470 yards, 65 attempts, averaging 7 points, 11 touchdowns now for number 1. And now we will go for the extra point. It is blocked.
No, it's not. It's perfect. It was perfect.
I dropped the paper. I'm sorry. I dropped my papers. 14-7. Ryan, go down and show the C-Man in the stands down below to your left. The C-Man. Get him pumped up. It's our tradition.
1, 2, 3,
The C-Man getting him up, pumped up, and here at homecoming, 4:45 left to go in the first half. It is 14-7. Let's get an Eastern Technical Design touchdown score and recap. Kim, down to you. Noah Smith, 2 TDs on the night.
Wasn't even much of
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886.
There's a couple scores from around the Intra's West
your
in the
local
Greater
radio
News
stations.
Conference.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month.
Southeast Raleigh
You may text
is
stop to
leading
stop.
Triple S.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, is a premier provider of professional logging and land clearing services, proudly serving communities across the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. Their services are vital for large-scale land development and forestry operations. By prioritizing responsible land management, Tar River Environmental helps clients achieve their land use goals while maintaining ecological integrity. Find more details on Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, on Google today. Hey, Kim, let me know when you got the coach, okay? Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comets community and everybody of Seatown. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs for weekly specials, appetizers, burgers,
after this
sandwiches,
commercial,
the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comets Football Weekly every Tuesday night for Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets! Oh, and by the way, it's looking like a nice destination for the post-game wrap-up party for Homecoming 2024. At, of course, 800 East Main Street, Vincent's Pub and Eatery, where you need to be. Kim Winslow is about to grab the coach as we are at halftime, just about ready to start what will be the third quarter, 28-7. Kim, your take of the first half of the game, and obviously I know you're waiting for Coach Chadwick.
Yep, I'm going to see if I can catch him real quick. You got a quick second? Coach Chadwick, it was a little difficult getting into a groove in the first half with all the penalties being thrown. I think 21 combined penalties for both sides, 7 15-yard penalties thrown. How hard is it to get in a groove and any kind of flow of the game when you have that many whistles?
It's very difficult. It is. It's difficult, and but you know what? We've got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing undisciplined stuff, and we got to be better.
But on the positive, 5 possessions, 4 scores, and even the one that didn't score got it down to the 4-yard line, just couldn't punch it in. We talked about last week, the offense was a little bit stagnant, just couldn't get anything going. What do you have to say about the offense so far tonight?
Well, we've been efficient. Like you said, we've scored on every drive, and the one we didn't, we got a penalty, and we did score, and we didn't got a penalty. So, so been pleased with what we've done on offense.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you, Kim Winslow. 1 minute left to go till the start of the third quarter. That, by the way, was presented by Allstate, reminding you you're in good hands, Comet Country, with Allstate. Contact your Allstate agent near you for all of your insurance need, where it's life, home, auto, and, of course, Kim Winslow is our Allstate sideline reporter. Ryan Tomford, back down to you, buddy. It's halftime. It's over. Comets get the football. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Keep the stat. 3 minutes and 45 seconds in the second quarter remaining. They scored 3 touchdowns. They're up now by 21. You're taking the first half and ready to go for the third.
Yeah, in that first half, we saw Clayton and South Garner, have a tight game, and then Clayton all of a sudden turn up the energy and just started scoring a lot in that last 3 minutes. Hopefully Clayton, that halftime break, kept that energy up and is hopefully going to get a score here. And for South Garner, they just got to come out and get a defensive stop and, hopefully get another score on the board for them so they can start closing the deficit.
Well, there you go. There's the thoughts. Blake, what else you want to add to that? We heard from the coach, we heard from Kim, we've now heard from Ryan.
Yeah,
23 penalties, by the way, in the first 24 minutes of the game. That's crazy.
Yeah, it could be 35-7. That penalty could be 35-7. I'm popping in the ears again. There we go. That's better. Yeah.
So you don't have to put that mic all the way up to your mouth like that.
Yeah, there you go. So 35 should be 35-7, but you'll take 28-7. The offense is click, look good, execution. You just both, if you look at both teams, they got to cut down on penalties.
Sure.
First half took forever because of penalties.
Yeah, and talking about the penalties, I at least counted 21 combined penalties, accepted penalties. Obviously, we had the we did have the 2 that offset, plus the one that was declined. That was on the 4th down. But I calculated 85 yards of penalties for the Comets in the first half, 82 for South Garner.
There you go. There's those stats. There ain't no getting away from that. You heard what Coach Chadwick had to say on the subject as well about penalties. We got to stop penalties. We got to stop stupid mistakes. And here's the thing, Blake, as well. You wouldn't think you'd be making them that much. We're in week 8 of the season, right? I mean,
you would
maybe
think you'd
week
be past
1, week
some of
2.
the
Come
jittery,
on.
nervous penalties. It's just some mental stuff, too. Let's see what the Comets do. Here's a little short kickoff.
This will go out.
No, it barely went out.
Ooh, it's going to drop it around the 21-yard line. Comets, by the way, will receive the ammunition, and we start the third quarter. Welcome back to our broadcast coverage.
And the ball will come out. That's an illegal procedure penalty on the kickoff.
Thanks for joining us on the Community Radio Network, 87.9 FM. We are CRN.com, however you're listening as well. Illegal procedure called on South Garner. So it'll be Comets football.
And that'll be at the 35-yard line.
That's exactly right.
Right in the dead middle of the field.
1st and 10 on the 35. So Kim, again, for another All-State sideline report. Here comes South Garner giving Clayton a present right here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, and actually Clayton asked for the ball to move to the left hash.
It will, yep.
So the Comets are coming out with 2 wide stacked on the right and 2 stacked on the left.
1st and 10, ball on the 35. We stay with Aiden Smalls. Smalls will go to Terrace Hobbs.
Terrace Hobbs, he's broken free.
Gone.
Here he goes.
Running, one man to beat. Can he catch him? No, he will.
Yep.
Yes, he will.
Got him at the 6-yard line.
He brought him down at the 5-yard line.
Nice run, nice hold. He had a
From
nice
the
hold.
35 to the 5-yard line, a drive. It is a first down presented by Atwell Exterior Services. It is a W Energy red zone, and it's 1st and goal on the 7 for the Comets here, Blake.
Yeah, nice blocking, and Terrace followed the block, and he had a wide open lane down the right side. Then he broke it out to the sidelines. And honestly, I wish he would have. He didn't even. I don't know if he saw the guy. Could have stiff armed him and maybe got to the end zone. But here we got 1st and goal at the 7.
Smalls ready to the left of him is Smith. Smith
Hand
looking
off
for
to
a hat
Smith.
trick.
He cut it
and
up.
it's not yet.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns so far for him.
Yeah, not
Aiden
much
Smalls
there.
with a couple, and Parker Ferguson with a touchdown as well. Those are your 4 scores in the first half of the game.
Yeah, he tried to cut that back to the left. And there's not much there. Good penetration, and looks like he gained about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 6.
By the way, here's something to think about. In the second half, 35 points or more, running clock goes into effect in this game.
I'd love to get there. That first half took forever. Here we
Right
go,
now.
2nd and goal at the 6.
Smalls going with Smith. Smith moves motion. Here he comes. Now he's under pressure. Smalls in
Gotta throw
trouble.
away the
Smalls
ball.
is going to
Yep,
fire.
there you go.
Incomplete.
That's
Throws it
a
out of bounds.
smart play because he was all the way back to the 20. So smart play just to throw that ball out of bounds.
Be a 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and goal on the 6-yard line. Homecoming continues. Ryan, what do you think, buddy? Comets driving. This will pretty much, I think, be something that can really take the wind out of themselves as South Garner if you can go back up by 4 scores immediately here.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the score right out of the half, it's great. You're getting close to that 35-point mark. But
that's right.
Clayton, it seems like they've stalled out a little bit here at close to the goal line.
3rd and goal on the 7, and Laundry's flying. I think it's a delay of game on the Comets.
Yeah, it'll be a delay of game on the Comets.
Delay of game on the Comets. It'll back them up 5 yards. It'll now be a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, 3rd and goal at the 11. And I'm just looking. The Comets have 3 receivers left. Looks like
you got Charles Smith,
Parker Ferguson out to the
Ruffin,
right.
and Campbell.
It looks like Parker. Looks like he's going to have man
himself.
coverage
Here we go.
right here.
Come on, 3 to beat.
He's got man
Smalls,
coverage.
come on, Smalls. Got to get out of the pocket. He will. He's driving, and they bring him down.
He's going backwards.
I thought he was.
He lost about 16 yards there.
So you're going to bring Nate Lunger out.
Yeah, you're going to try a 41. Looks like about a 41-yard field goal attempt.
24 yards plus another, 15 added on from the.
Yeah, I had just been praising Aiden on
about a 34-yarder
on his decision making on throwing the ball away, and then you eat that one. You can't do that. You got to get rid of that ball.
This will be about 34 yards.
Actually, 41 and a half. Yeah, 41-yard attempt.
40-plus yards, longer. The kick, it is up. Does it got the distance?
Oh, plenty of
it
distance.
It is good. No!
Wide left. He been hooked it left.
It was up in the air. It had the hang time, but then it went to the left, wide left. No good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just didn't capitalize on Terrace Hobbs'
That's
running.
heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking when Terrace Hobbs is 6 yards away from a touchdown and you cannot get any points out of the deal. Cam, this is not what you need to have happen if you're the Comets offense on your series drive to start the third quarter here.
But again, it's what penalties do. You had it at the 6-yard line, got a 5-yard penalty, and just kept moving backwards from there. Oh, it looks like
AK
number 13 for Bell, boy. Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't cramp. I thought for a second he twisted his ankle.
Yeah, nice run by Elijah Clark for South Garner. Gained about 7 yards. Be 2nd and 3. Quick snap. Another handoff to Clark. Looks like he's got about another 6 or 7 yards.
Keyshawn Stanso wrapped up Clark. He said, you ain't going nowhere. Elijah Clark, the running back.
And he gained another 6 or 7.
And Ryan, here comes the defense. So, Clayton, they got to come back and do this again. Make stops.
And South Garner is so quick. Our chain crew barely got set. They barely got set on that first down.
They didn't even do a huddle. They didn't even go to a huddle. They went right back to the line and snapped the ball.
But it was so fast.
Again, here we go again. No huddle.
The officials didn't even see that the chain crew was not set. So they kind of got set at the last, right when the ball was snapped. Here's the play.
Boy, you could hear a pin drop a moment ago. It's now
straight drop.
Hardy.
Complete pass, looked like to number 14. Looks like Larry Nicholson with the catch.
Yeah, that was number 14.
Number 20 for the Comets. Looks like Malachi Burt with a tackle.
That was Larry Nicholson, the junior wide receiver, 5'8", 150-pounder, running the football there.
Here's a handoff, and he's hitting the backfield. Now he's driven backwards.
Stop. That's a good stop.
Looks like we're going to have
stopping Hardy there.
4th and about 2.
Man, Chase Hardy took a big hit there from the defense.
Well, they gave him a really good spot. It's going to be like 4th and 4th.
And that was Jordan Ham.
Long one. 4th and a long one here.
You're down by 21. You know you're going to go for it.
At their own 43.
4 minutes gone here in the third quarter. And 4th and 1.
If you're the Comets, watch the ball.
And don't jump.
Yeah,
and don't jump.
The ball. Oh, here's
Gotta
the
make
snap.
a stop.
High snap.
He is going to be short. He's short.
I don't know. Side judge is running in. The guy on this side of the field's marked short.
He really looked short.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down. Yep, they gave him a great spot. A little bit of a surge. He got just enough for the first down.
It looked short from up here.
Yeah,
Ryan, I know where you were at zooming in. It looked like he was short too.
Yeah,
it's a first down though.
I think he just barely got the ball far enough to get that first down. He just stuck the ball out before his
forward progress, as you said, Blake.
Yeah.
Forward progress, and then they stopped him.
Yeah, he barely got it. Here's
first and 10.
Hardy
fires. No one home. It's incomplete.
Nobody home out to the right.
Intended for Caden K.
Yeah, the receiver cut inside. He threw it outside. There's nobody there. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Intended for Caden K. By the way, a lot of people are donning pink players, cheerleaders, pom-poms, and our CRN broadcast crew have pink windscreens on their microphones as we are excited for another year to join the Susan G. Komen Race for a Cure for October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Go to susangkomen.org to join how you can join the fight of trying to get away from breast cancer and finding a cure, hopefully very soon.
Yeah, we're going to have false start on this. It's going to be a false start on South Garner.
Right guard is what we're hearing on the right side, and a flag on the play. And we're racking up the penalties. How many are we now? 2 on South Garner, 1 on Clayton, 3.
Half, yeah.
So if you're keeping count, 23 penalties in the first half. Now 26 penalties overall in the game. Still 7.5 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what's slowing the game down so much. But here we go. Here goes. It looks
got a
like
whistle here. They finally call for a huddle, Blake. Yeah, it's a miracle.
But South Garner's receivers are already split out wide, 3 to the right, 1 to the left.
Normally, South Garner has not done the huddle. Now they finally go and they decide what they want to do, come with a play. The 2nd and 15, ball on the 39. Comets. Ready.
Yeah, straight
Snap
drop.
goes to Hardy.
He's rolling out. He's got a lane.
They left him plenty of
He's
room
got
to
a lane.
run, too.
Yep, and nice run. Looks like he's going to gain about 10.
About 10 yards.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
By the way, the referees tonight from the Triangle Football Officials Association for this game of the Greater Neuse River Conference. Referee is Battle Whitley. Umpire Otis Tucker. Linesman is Christian Douglas. Line judge Scott Plaster. Daniel Reuter is the back judge.
Yeah,
this is a conference game. Remember, the Comets have a bye week next week.
Yep, get some rest here. Here we go to South Garner's again. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers left. One
3rd
right
and 5
in the pistol.
3rd and 5. Chase Hardy, the wide receiver, now quarterback because
Fake the
Devin
snap,
Shullers
it's a
is
slant.
out. Is it picked
Nice.
off?
34 for the
boy.
Comets. Amari Givens, it looked like it hit him in the hands. But he wasn't expecting it, but it looked like it hit him right in the hands. So that'll bring up 4th and 5.
Amari Givens deflected off of his paws, and Charles Smith was looking to try to catch it.
Yeah, and here comes the punt unit for South Garner. Let's see if you're
or
the
try
Comets,
to reel it in, if you will. 4th and 5.
I'm seeing the Comets. The Comets are leaving the defense on the field.
Yeah, it looks like Hardy's staying out, or it looks like they are going to punt. Here comes Ryan Mayer, number 30, out there, but look for the fake.
Yeah, you got to watch the snap here.
Ryan Mayer, punter for the Titans. Ready, snap low. He will kick it. It is up. Catch him.
Whew. And
boy, that could have been
he called for a fair
Bob catch
He
there.
dropped
Yes,
it,
he
but
did.
picked
Charles
it up.
Smith.
There's a flag at the 42-yard line.
A flag on the play at the 42. Ryan Comets allowing another flag thrown in. There's
right
2 flags
midfield.
now.
They're right at midfield.
There's 2 flags thrown now. One was thrown a moment ago and another one at the 50.
And the officials are talking. The white hats talking to the umpire, and the back judge and side judge are talking to each other.
Ryan, did you see something on the camera that we didn't?
I mean, they were both teams had a few players there around the 50-yard line talking to each other. It didn't seem like that much.
We're about to find out. Here's the referee, Battle Whitley.
Personal foul.
Face mask on
Clayton. And a personal foul. I don't know. He said personal foul.
He said personal foul and block in the back on South Garner. So he called a block in the back on South Garner, a face mask on Clayton. So those penalties offset, though, right? Shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should offset.
Yeah.
Because there weren't dead balls or anything.
So the penalties offset there. So you got a block in the back on South Garner and face mask on Clayton. The penalties offset. It will be Comets football.
No, they're going to
they're going to make them actually do it again here. Fourth down, and they'll have to re-kick again.
They got to re-kick. Or they're going to, whatever they would decide to do. It'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah.
And it's at the 49, at the South Garner 49. So right here near midfield. See what the Comets, you see, they're, of course, leaving the defense on the field. Well, actually,
4th and 5.
I'm looking. Most of the first team defense is on the field.
There is again a face mask on the Comets and a block in the back on South Garner.
And I'm seeing Keyshawn Stansel's on the bench talking.
Mayer
Coach
will
Walker
come back out to punt the football.
Keyshawn down here.
Yeah, number 30, Ryan Mayer's back out to punt the football here. Yeah. They're going to do it again. They're going to go back and put it in replay and try it over.
An animated conversation I see with Coach Walker and Keyshawn Stansel.
Mayer, low snap. This time he gets it off. Goes to Charles Smith. He'll pick it up and he's running. He's got room to run. Oh, boy, that could have been a horse collar tackle.
We do have a flag at the 39-yard line.
Two penalties.
We will see. There's 2 penalties, Kim. I know you just said it. 2 on the field
again. One I think is going to be holding on the Comets.
And then there's one on the far sideline.
And the far sideline by South Garner.
That's got to be a sideline warning or something.
And that's the second time they've been called for a sideline warning, so that would be a 5-yard penalty, but...
Is it going to offset again?
I'm going to tell you, Charles Smith, it almost was about to be a horse collar tackle the way he grabbed the back of that jersey there.
And the defender actually, he let up a little bit, which
Ryan
actually worked
Tomford
out.
was dead on the camera. Ryan, you were dead on it, buddy.
Yeah, that was he kind of let up really good because he could have horse collared him very easily there.
Charles Smith had an open lane. By the way, got some scores for you. Southeast Raleigh beats Triple S. We figured that would happen, 57-21. Cleveland up on Garner now in the fourth quarter, 35-14.
And I think that game was like 7-7 at halftime, at least when I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, the officials
Kim,
still
at one
have
time
the
it was
conversation.
14-7.
Personal foul against Clayton.
Wow.
And a dead ball sideline
warning on South Garner.
That can't be warning because it's
That's a
their
5-yard
second.
penalty. That's right.
No,
that's
that
right.
would,
Yeah, it's not a warning. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty.
So did those offset again?
Well, no, the second one they called a dead ball. So you mark it 15 from the spot of the penalty on the Comets, and then we get 5 yards back because it's a dead ball.
Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to walk and then come back up the field with it.
I just want to know what they called for the personal foul, because they called it on Malachi Burt.
I thought it was going to be a horse collar tackle. I really did on. So the sideline penalty now.
And both of those are accepted because of the way the situation happened.
Right.
And it'll be the Comets' ball, 1st and 10 on their own 29.
So they go back and then they go back up.
Yeah, they assess the penalty on the Comets, and then we get the 5 yards back on the dead ball penalty. So yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 29.
1st and 10. That's another Atwell Exterior Services first down on the 29. Kim, down to you.
What's funny is on the initial punt, it was going to be at the 29-yard line. Then we had all that action, and we're still right back where we were.
And we have 6:23 here to go in the third quarter. Here's a handoff. Actually, it's a fake. He
it's
pulled
a fake,
it.
And Smalls
Aiden Smalls up the. Now he's out the left
first
side.
First down and more.
He's still
Aiden
running.
Smalls sideways.
And he runs out of bounds. Gains about
45-yard line.
16-yard line.
Gets to the 45 and runs out of bounds.
13-yard run. He ran a long ways for 13 yards.
He sure did.
Because he ran in the middle of the field, then he cut it out wide left. But that'll be a first down for the Comets at the on 43.
Number 72 and number 55 pressuring Smalls.
What I'm seeing on the field right now,
Zion Morning and Bobby Conyers.
Yeah, the two D1 players, your defensive players for South Garner, not on the field right now. They've been playing both ways.
Smalls.
You got to figure, are they going to be getting tired?
Terrace Hobbs.
Terrace Hobbs
cuts
him
the middle
up the field.
Run. He's driving.
He's
gone. He's gone to the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Terrace Hobbs, Comets.
No flag.
Terrace Hobbs to the end zone from the 43. 57 yards.
I'm looking at a tired defense out there. That defense is some kind of tired.
Hobbs
and the
in total
taking all advantage of it.
Hobbs 188 yards, 11 receptions.
So now he's had 2 long runs tonight. He's got to be right close to 100 yards. What do you think, Kim?
Terrace Hobbs now with his 3rd touchdown of the year as well. PAT by Nate Lunger. Aiden Smalls will hold it. Kick up through the uprights, and it is good. 35-7. Eastern Technical Design touchdown score and recap. Kim Winslow. Comets up now by 28.
Yeah, Terrace Hobbs had that 68-yard run that got it to the 6-yard line, and Comets couldn't punch it in. Terrace Hobbs wasn't going to let that happen this time. He's going to take care of business himself with that 57-yard touchdown run.
Yes, that's over 100 yards rushing on 2 carries.
Yeah, only had about 14 yards in the first half, so he's making a statement here to start the second half.
And what I'm liking is there's some gaps and some holes for him to run through. You haven't seen that all the last the last game especially, but you're seeing it tonight. There's the offensive line for the Comets having a good night.
Clayton trying to go down 3-1 in conference and 6-2 overall.
Yeah,
get ready for a bye week next week.
Yeah, the offensive line kind of controlling the line of scrimmage, and that's what the team that controls the line of scrimmage is going to win the games.
Midway through the third quarter, second half, Clayton up now by 28 points, 35-7.
Here's Lunger run up for the kickoff. High,
Lunger
deep kick.
kicks it far, and it will go to the end zone touchback.
touchback right about 3 yards deep into the end zone.
Ryan, down to you. Your take of that score, and obviously the Comets crew very excited in the grandstand here in a packed house for homecoming.
Yeah, the fans down here have definitely, been very excited since, sort of that end of the first half and now until now. And, Clayton's done a great job, on offense and defense to keep this the 35-7 game. And, after last week's loss, they definitely needed a big win like this.
Yeah, they do, definitely. Do you bounce back or do you fall in quicksand? That was what Randy Capps told me about from Joco Sports Report earlier this week. Let's see now what Harney will do. Harney's going to fire the football. Interception, Charles Smith! Charles Smith! Touchdown! He's got blockers! He's got run! Will he go down at the 15? He will!
Nice tackle by Clark to actually prevent the touchdown.
Charles Smith with the interception.
That was thrown into double coverage. A.K. Crummell was there as well. But Charles Smith, it was like he was fielding a punt. I mean, it was that easy.
And Kim, down to you. I really believe that
somebody's hurt.
South Garner was desperate there.
Yeah,
South Garner was running out of options. They fired the football, and when they did, it was just perfect room for Charles Smith. Get that guy the turnover chain, by the way.
Yeah, this is number 34, Amari Givens, and we saw him hurt. Again, he ended up on the bottom of a pile.
Yeah,
hey, Ryan, zoom in on 10. Give him the turnover chain. There he is.
Let me see it, Tim. Let me see it, Tim.
There's the turnover chain. So there is a turnover chain. It's the chain with the C. And if you get an interception, they use it.
Yep. This would be, the Comets, when we come back, will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 18. It's 34. It's Amari Givens.
Number 34, Amari Givens is down. Our linebacker junior. We're gonna take an injury timeout.
Can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bouldering is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
So Amari Givens behind, back on the sidelines. Comets driving to the red zone. Open man.
Here's the fade.
Oh. D'Angelo Ruffin,
and
incomplete. Butterfingers in the end zone.
It hit him right in the hands. Nice little fade route.
And Aiden Smalls, the NC State commit, not as a quarterback, mind you, but looking to be a wide receiver, but you can just see how perfect he threw that spiral.
Yeah, that was good.
To Ruffin.
Nice little fade route to Ruffin. And, you want a quick strike. You get a turnover. You want a quick strike. And Comets tried. Now, eager to see what we got here. You got 43, Kalen Rogers behind. Here's a handoff to Rogers.
Kalen Rogers, the freshman running back.
He's pulled a defender with him. Looks like he
at one time, Kalen Rogers, the freshman running back, had more yards than we got.
We've got another flag, and this is an after the play flag, and I see number 4, Tyler Campbell, with his hands up in the air.
Well, we'll find out. Tyler Campbell. I wonder if there was some. Yeah, we'll see here.
It's a
dead ball, personal foul on South Garner. So it's on the Titans here. This is big for the Comets.
And that'll be.
You're already in the W Energy red zone. It's now going to be
that'll be a half the distance to the goal.
That's exactly right. You're going to go what, to the 9?
To the 6. Is it the 4? No, it's at the 14. It's going to be at the 7, I believe. The ball's 13. Yes, we made it 6.5.
It's about the 6-yard line. Second and goal at the 6.
Yep.
First and goal at the 6, actually. First and goal on the 6 for the Comets. By the way, let me give you also something to think about. It's 35-7.
That's what I was thinking.
They score this touchdown and the extra point, it is a 35-point lead. The running clock does go into effect.
Yep.
So a dead ball. And personal foul called on South Garner, and now it is a first and goal on the 6 for Clayton. They got to get the touchdown and the extra point or 2 points as
Handoff.
Rogers.
He
had the momentum, and then he got tripped up, and he drops it around the 3-yard line.
Yeah, nice burst. I like the quick burst straight ahead.
Second and goal on the 3.
He got tripped up right at the 3. It'll be second and goal here at the 3.
Second and goal on the 3.
You like that burst. I love seeing that. He didn't hesitate. He went straight at it.
He was like a lawn dart, if you will.
Is that the 4?
They're going to say second and goal on the 4. Just inside the 4. Smalls goes to Rogers. Rogers this time driving. Yep. I think he got to the 1 and he got swept and not turned away.
Looks like he's right at the 2.
It is going to be close.
Third and 2 here. Third and goal at the 2.
Third and goal on the 2. And, Brian, you want to score, right? You don't want to do like we done earlier where you get so close to the goal line and then you can't get anything from it.
Yeah, you definitely want to score here and get that running clock going, but they struggled a few times in the red zone, so hopefully they can get into the end zone.
Third and goal on the Dose.
And
here comes Rogers. He'll pound her in.
Right
Touchdown Comets. Kalen Rogers, the freshman running back, number 43. Rogers, 249 yards, 28 attempts. Touchdown number 5. They got to get the PAT or a 2-point conversion for a running clock.
Yep.
And Nate Lunger is looking to put it through the uprights to make this be a running clock for this game. It's important right here, Blake.
Yeah, it is, because I need to go to bed earlier tonight.
Already heading to 9:47 Eastern Time. Smalls the hold. Lunger, it is through the uprights. It is good. Running clock in effect.
And we have another flag.
42-7 and yellow laundry on the field again. Are you kidding me?
Another flag thrown right in the middle of the line. We have another personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker on South Garner. But they're going to decline it. It's going to be.
No, we'll get it on the kickoff.
There you go. So the penalty will be added on the kickoff when South Garner gets the football back. Kim, back down to you for an Eastern Technical Design score and recap. That all started with a defensive takeaway by Charles Smith. Intercept the football. Kalen Rogers snaps it in for his 4th touchdown for freshman number 43 of the year.
Yeah, you want to be able to take advantage of turnovers at any time, but especially when you get it returned inside the red zone, you definitely want to punch it in the end zone, and that they did. Comets now, as you said, 42-7. We've got a running clock.
It is a running clock,
and that'll start on the kickoff. Yeah,
that means it'll continue to run even when they throw the penalty marker.
Yeah, the only time that they will stop it is if for an official's timeout or an injury timeout. Coach's timeout.
Yeah,
that's it.
Getting ready to run to mark off the penalty. The Comets will kick off from the South Garner 45.
Yeah,
so I'm eager to see if Lunger tries to kick this through the upright.
This just puts South Garner in more of a deeper hole, Ryan Tomford, if you will, because they're going to, normally Nate Lunger likes to kick it already to the end zone for touchback, but everybody else watching Nate Lunger place the ball, all now 10 behind him at the line at the 50. Homecoming 2025. Comets running clock will begin when he kicks it in the air. 42-7. Lunger kicks it.
I don't understand. Well,
it drops it to 2. And he gets pushed back.
What a cover.
He drops it to 3, I believe, right there. Great stop.
Good kick. I was questioning the kick when he kicked it because really close to the sidelines, but it worked out for the Comets. Looks like it's going to be about the 7-yard line. It's going to be what a kick. And what coverage. The coverage was down there to make a nice, solid tackle.
What a job for the senior Nate Lunger. Absolutely.
Looks like right around the 7. 1st and 10, South Garner on their own 7. That a heck of a kick.
Yeah, that was a great kick, and me loving soccer, or as you would call it, football in Europe, that is one of the hardest kicks that a kicker can do.
Yeah, and now the defense got to step up here and keep him. Oh, boy, what a hit. That is football right there.
Yeah, he broke the first tackle, and he kind of broke the second one. But then number 3, Tashon Walker, came in and laid a lick on him.
Yeah, it did. He put a pop.
Yeah, he laid a lick on
number 4.
And his teammates are congratulating him because you get a hit like that. That's nice. Yeah, he still gained about 3 yards. But he broke, like I said, he broke the first tackle, but then Walker put the hit on him. That's fun to see.
Running clock, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. This will make the game go by a lot faster here at Homecoming 2025.
Hardy
here comes
back
Hardy.
To pass. Now
Thought he was going to fire. He did not. There you go.
He got a little happy feet on that one. He didn't realize.
Number 52 and 54 on the stops for the defense of the Comets. That's Christian Edmondson and Zion Mosley tagging up on Hardy.
Nice play up there. And the Comets have some backup defensive linemen in at this point. They got, you don't have Ham, you don't have Stansel. They got some backups in there. Linebackers are starters and the DBs are starters. But you got some subs in there in the defensive line.
Yeah, second, third string players I think are going to get some time here.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and 8 here.
Snap, Hardy.
Hand up the middle. And he got
away from 1 or 2. Boy, I'm telling you, man, this Elijah Clark.
He's still pulling
moves the chains. It's first down.
And we have another late flag.
Comes the yellow laundry flying again. Now the only difference is the clock will run even though there's a penalty on the play.
And that looks like that's going to be after the play a dead ball type. So there's probably going to be a first down. But then it depends on who it is, who it's on.
Dead personal foul on the Comets.
It's a 15-yard personal foul penalty on the Comets.
I can't emphasize on this enough. Blake, Kim, Ryan, Mark says it, Robbie says it, Jackie says it. It's stupid penalties, Clayton. You can't do these things.
Now, one of these was offsetting, but the last 3 penalties on Clayton have all been personal fouls.
Right. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, total flags have been 33 penalties tonight. Now, a couple of those
23
offset,
in the first half.
One of those declined. 33, 34, somewhere around there.
23 in the first half, 10 flags already in the third quarter.
Here goes Clark up the middle for another 12 yards. Into Comet territory about the 48.
By the way, just want to let everybody know that if they cut that deficit of being down by 35, it doesn't matter. The running clock's still in effect.
Good.
42-7 at midfield. Titans driving. Up the middle goes Clark.
Yeah.
Handoff by Hardy. It's the Hardy-Clark connection. We've heard this all night. We sound like a broken record.
Yeah,
but that's what it's been.
And it's just a straight handoff, straight up the middle. Not even a read. It's just a straight handoff. You got to look at some point if Hardy keeps this ball. The Comets are keying on Clark so much. If Hardy holds this ball, he's going to have all kinds of run. He did it. What did I just say? He just did it, and he runs out to the left side for about 10 yards.
And there is another flag that's thrown in from the back at the 20.
These guys' arms are going to get tired.
34 yellow flags have been thrown so far in this game tonight.
It's going to be a holding on South Garner.
If the NASCAR flagman decided to retire, I got about 5 people that could audition to become a new chief starter for NASCAR.
Yeah, it's every play now. And that's a spot foul because it was past the line of scrimmage. So that'll back them up to a 2nd and 5.
Ryan Tomford is in stitches down there.
Yeah, it'll be a 2nd and 5 here. There's something on every play, and that is the end of the
timeout. Into the third quarter. Yeah, there it is. Fourth quarter coming up next. Station identification. Homecoming looking good. Comets up by 35. Friday Night Lights. 12 minutes on the board. It is next.
This is the Community Radio Network. WCRN. 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all OMG. Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
There goes Clark there on about a 8-yard run.
The fourth quarter running clock begins.
Yep, and Elijah Clark with another run for a first down.
Hey, by the way, don't forget to join us at Vincent's Pub and Eatery, 800 East Main Street in Clayton. After party, Comets Football Weekly, homecoming win. We're chatting about it. Comets going to go down to 6-2 overall and 3-2 in conference. And get right back in that hunt.
Yep, and I'm noticing.
By the way, Garner is coming back on Cleveland. It's 42-21.
Still a 21-point game. But that was a 2-yard run by Clark. I'm noticing you're looking at the Comets defense, it's all backups. I don't see a starter out there. Even the linebackers and defensive backs, they're all backups out there. Getting those guys some playing time up here at 35. And there's another different running back just came back. Clark just went on to the sidelines for South Garner.
Ready now, 2nd and 8, ball on the 35.
Hardy
Hardy under pressure, coming after you, 54. I see you, 54. He fires, catch made down below, and it's caught.
Nice run out to nice play to the left. That's caught by number 20.
That was number 20 of Javelin Hedgebeth. Sahir Williams caught it.
Okay, I had the wrong number there. Yeah, here goes, and again, first down, the clock's running at the 24-yard line of the Comets.
Clayton just trying to finish here.
Yep. A nice quick pass out.
Catch made, number 7. That's number 7, a Randolph Ross, the wide receiver. Yes, sir.
Forced out of bounds by number 33, Donovan Small.
By the way, the 17th annual race for the kids has been postponed due to the nor'eastern that is hitting. Community Radio Network will have coverage tomorrow night from Caraway Speedway. On Saturday, coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern as the Titans are trying to drive up the middle.
The Comets are going to get a penalty called on them. Too many men on the field.
TCPS Construction Night at Caraway tomorrow night. Airtime with Randy Pettit, myself, Randy Myers. Coverage tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully the weather will be not in the Piedmont, so we can get the race in.
Yeah, legal substitution. Comets didn't get all the guys off the field. Defensive lineman was running off.
Yeah, legal substitution. There you go.
So that'll be a 5-yard or half the distance there, I guess.
Kim, you like them new down markers? Can you see it all brightly lit up? Can you see it like, where you're at?
Yeah, I can see it.
All lit up in all its glory. It's like Christmas.
I love the officials just standing here talking in the middle of the field because it's running that clock.
I was going to say the clock is running.
I love it. I love them talking because
let's have a conversation. Are you saying for the first time you're a fan of zebras, Blake?
No, we're saying they're irrelevant at this point.
Exactly. Here come the referees.
I think they were discussing whether they were going to head over to Vincent's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they declined that penalty.
Penalty is declined. So, wait a minute.
Well,
they're going to enforce it. No, what are they doing? Did he accept it, not accept it? What did he do?
I don't know.
By the way, I noticed the wind picking up outside as well. That's something, too.
Nice play. That is 33 again. That is Donovan Small.
Ryan, you're down below. I can see the refs' pants and jerseys blowing in the breeze with the gusts. Is it getting windy down there?
Yeah. Yeah, it is getting a little bit windier out here. I'm glad that you gave me a sweatshirt. I was in short sleeve shirts last night. It was freezing last night, but, I'm nice and warm down here.
So it is wind picking up that nor'eastern, getting closer, Kim.
Yeah, it is blowing left to right. So behind, kind of at the back of the South Garner offense right now.
2nd and 6, ball on the 9. South Garner trying to get another score. They ain't scored since the opening series of the first quarter. That's the last time the Titans found the end zone, if you will, Blake.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
jawing going on?
Yeah, a little jawing. I see Caden Barber in there going at it. Something happened to make them and now they're making Caden Barber come out of the game.
Yeah, number 40 is coming off the field. Caden Barber, the junior linebacker.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And there's a timeout now. The clock will stop because of that.
Yeah, that was a little undisciplined play there by the Comets.
7:03.
And the Comets didn't have enough men on the field. They didn't substitute in, so they were short a guy. So you're going to look at 3rd and about long 2, short 3 here.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
7:03 left to go in regulation. Welcome back to our coverage. Blake Robertson, Ryan Tomford, Wesley Outlet of the broadcast booth. All-State sideline reporter is Kim Winslow. Remember, you're in good hands, Comet Country, with All-State. 7:03 and a big homecoming win around the corner for the Comets also, but they got to stop possibly the second touch. Oh, yeah, you can hear the wind really picking up now on the crowd mic.
Crowd mic, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's got 3rd and 2 here. Comets still are not don't know their substitution here. They're still got some confusion.
Sideline warning. No.
Knee pads.
Knee pads being. See, and here's the deal. You got players coming on the field that don't normally play, and they're not properly dressed, right? And they're getting a chance to play, and Donovan Small not got the proper equipment on, Kim, and that takes you out of the game.
Here's a Hardy straight back.
Go after him, and he got him.
Nice.
Oh, what a hit, what a pop, what a tackle.
Riley Linder and Beckham Surratt on the sack. All the way back to the 15.
And Kim Winslow, down to you. This is a guy that we followed on JV, Riley Linder, who moved to JV to get more playing time. But when he got the call to come to varsity, number 20 ready to pop some hits, and he done just that.
Yeah, number
32,
32. On JV, but 32 on varsity.
That's right.
And yeah, he is a talent, and you know he would be playing on most teams and starting on varsity, but he's got some upperclassmen in front of him, but he's taking advantage of his opportunity, and it's those reps that he's gotten in JV that has given him the opportunity right now. Look, he's right there again.
4th down, here's another sack.
And it was Riley Linder again.
Another sack, yeah.
And Riley Linder is feeling it, boy. He is pumped up. And that's the thing that Mark Coates said last week. When you get a chance to go in the game, you got to be ready, you got to step up, and you got to be the guy to take advantage of it. Riley Linder is doing that on the defense for Clayton now.
Next man up, and not due to injury, but just due to substitution. Next man up, and he came in and making a play.
By the way, he's a sophomore.
Yep, you love to see it. I am seeing Amari Gibbons still sitting on the training table, but he stood up just then to congratulate his fellow teammate.
Sure did.
That was a heck of a
Riley
play.
Linder made a big stop, by the way, and it will be Comets football. And here comes Carson Jones on the field.
Backup wide receivers and backup quarterback Carson Jones, and I see 43, Kalen Rogers is the running back beside Carson.
Senior Carson Jones now ready to play quarterback alongside freshman Kalen Rogers. 2 to the left, 1 to the right of the wide receivers on the tight end spot.
Rogers is going backwards.
Rogers is going down. He drops it around the 8-yard line.
He tried to he tried to make a big play when he should have just taken a yard gain or a yard loss. He tried to make that big play and went backwards. He lost what?
And Kalen Rogers is coming off the field.
Yards,
Terrace Hobbs is coming back out. Yeah, you can't make that mistake, obviously.
Yep, that's
Terrace Hobbs, number 5, back on the field.
Young kid, and you want him to. This is a good game to learn. You're up big.
4.5 minutes remaining in regulation.
Here's
now
the drop
Jones
back by Jones.
Fires open man.
Oh, and we're going to have some
pass interference.
Pass interference or defensive
It
holding.
is pass interference on number 9. Melanie Watford. All
number 9,
all over.
Samaj
Richardson in, yes sir.
Yeah, he can't. It's not going to be a first down.
I mean, it'll be a 2nd and 5 now, 15-yard penalty. It's a 2nd and 5. You'll get a 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
Here comes Carson Jones out of the game. And number 12,
here comes
Eli Bagley
Bagley's
quarterback.
in. And this is Eli Bagley. Here's another quarterback, sophomore from JV. And remember, the JV team did not get to play last night. South Garner forfeited the JV game. Gave the win automatically to Clayton in that game yesterday.
Yeah, so here's Terrace Hobbs is to Bagley's over his right shoulder.
So Eli Bagley from the JV level now playing QB.
And nothing there. Defensive line for the for
That's
South
Hobbs
Garner's
with
penetration.
The football. So Terrace Hobbs. And now you're looking at a 3rd and 7 maybe? He lost some yards.
Yeah,
3 minutes left to go.
He lost a yard. You're looking like 3rd and 6.
How cool is it, homecoming especially, you're able to come out on the field and experience homecoming game, right?
Yeah, you're getting a lot of these kids
Coach Chadwick's letting them play now.
Now, is that going to be, I didn't see if we moved or not.
I think it's going to be on South Garner. I really do.
Yeah, they're backing up.
Offsides on the Titans. So the Comets will get now a 3rd and 1 on the 30. Mark Coates, so passionate. He's on it tonight. Ball on the 29, running clock. He's ready to go to Vincent's.
Yeah, 2.5 to go. This
Crab
fourth
cakes and
quarter
vodka? Is that what you said? Fire water. My chest burns just thinking about it.
Here's the snap. Bagley's actually
me.
letting the play clock run down, which is smart.
Yes, run the
Just letting
clock
it play
out.
down because it doesn't matter.
Clock's down at, 10 seconds? 3rd and 1? It's so cool, by the way, to have a play clock that works at Clayton, by the way. You know, for 4 years, we stood and looked at a clock that had zeros all the time.
Handoff to Hobbs, out to the right.
Hobbs, come on, baby, run with it.
He's kind of going backwards.
Yeah, he lost yards, and it's a
that'll
4th
bring
down
up
coming
a
up here.
4th and about 4.
4th down about 3 for the Comets.
Ryan, but they did what they needed to do. The defense, especially Riley Linder, made some big stops. Pop at number 32, and that's why Clayton's got the football, and they could try to end this thing here.
Yeah, I mean, if they get a 1st down here, they could end the game. So the offense, I believe, is staying out here to try to get that 1st down and,
because the clock's going to run no matter what.
Yeah, there's 90, 80 seconds, 85 seconds left in regulation. Yes. They're going to run the clock down. That's probably what they're going to do.
Yeah, just run the clock, let it go, get your play in there. Well, take the penalty.
Homecoming 2025 is about to be a big win for the Comets, so now the yellow laundry flies again.
No, I don't think he called he just took the penalty.
They just took a penalty and backed him up. Yep.
Because the clock still runs.
Yeah, that's a delay a game on the Comets. Back them up and go, 4th and 6 now?
4th and about 8.
4th and 8. There you go. And pretty much, I mean, all you got to do is snap the ball. Am I right?
Well,
run the clock out. You got 20 seconds. You down it one more time. This game's over.
Well, you can't down it. You'll give it right to him. You want to punt it.
Yeah, but you got the punt
unit. It is 4th and 8. It is 4th and 8. It is 4th and 8, though.
The punt unit's on, but the play clock's going to run out. We're not going to get the snap off.
Yeah.
Are we going to take a consecutive delay of game penalty?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing,
That's
guys.
Another delay of game penalty.
Now it's over.
Now the game's over.
Now it's over.
Yeah, now we
they
can line up
do
and shake
nothing
hands.
else anymore. The Comets take 2 penalties.
39 flags thrown tonight.
Brian, zoom in on that scoreboard. Homecoming. Under 10 seconds. It's like New Year's Eve. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Homecoming. Comets win 42-7 your final. And now the teams will meet at center field. Congratulatory handshake, nods, hugs, fist pounds. Remember, idle bye week next week. Penultimate game of the season against Garner. In 2 weeks at Garner, a pivotal game. Cleveland, pivotal game. Here it is, by the way. Cleveland beat Garner 49-28.
Yeah.
Cleveland beat Garner 49-28. Southeast Raleigh beat Triple S 57-21. Clayton beat South Garner 42-7. Fuquay Varina, the team that had the bye this week. Clayton has a bye next week. It's a win for the Comets, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, good win, solid win. When it got to be 7-7, of course?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then the Comets had them 14-7. At that point, you're like, what's going to happen? And the Comets erupted in 4 minutes, took that three-score lead. I got either.
Are they writing down penalties? Look at that.
Yeah, we're looking at the penalties because there are 39 total flags thrown, 2 different sets of offsetting penalties, and a couple of decline penalties.
I'm going to try and grab Chadwick.
And I hear Kim's going to go try to catch Coach. I see him walking about the 35-yard line.
Let's get down to Kim.
Coach Chadwick, I know you're heading to talk to the team. We talked about the offense at halftime. But what do you have to say about the defense? They gave up. It looked like they were going to have their hands full after that first drive, but held them scoreless.
Well, we prepared all week for a different quarterback, so they had an entirely different game plan. And it hurt us, obviously, the first drive. We weren't ready for that. And so once we got adjusted, I thought we did a really good job after that.
That was going to be my question because it's the second game in a row where you've had to have a switch up at quarterback. But got the running clock going. Was able to get some of the younger players in. How important is that as we get down the stretch of the season?
That's always good if kids can get rewarded with playing time. But, the most important things, I think we came out pretty healthy. Get a little bit of a break now. Get a little bit of a rest and recover and go take our shot these last 2 here.
Enjoy the bye week, Coach.
There you go.
Yeah,
you heard what he said. First thing that Kim said, we weren't expecting. We were preparing for Devin Schollers, who, by the way, remember is a JV quarterback here at Clayton. He's pretty talented. That's who they were preparing for. And then they had to change and adjust, make adjustments, as Mark always says, while things are going on the sideline, side adjustments. They did that. They found a way to contain them. They only scored 1 touchdown. It was the first opening series drive in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I'm just looking. He said stay pretty healthy. The only injury I've actually I've seen is Amari Gibbons, I believe, still over here on the sideline. Yes. And they were messing with his shoulder a minute ago.
Show the crowd. Show the players.
But that's the only injury that I could tell that the Comets really had and come out pretty healthy. So you come out of a game like this and you're healthy. You got a week to get healthier.
Robbie,
and kind of refresh those legs.
Robbie, Mark, you guys want to say some things? Let's bring in Robbie. Ryan, your take of the game, buddy, and obviously a big win for Clayton.
Yeah, I mean, a big win for Clayton, it's always great to get a win on homecoming night. It's so special for these players to, play in this game. And, Clayton, struggled at the very, very beginning of the game. But, once they got their game plan situated with South Gardner's new quarterback, it was smooth sailing through the rest of the game.
Hey, by the way, how many caution flags did we have tonight? How many yellow flags?
39.
39 yellow flags on the penalty.
39
Clayton
yellow flags.
won the second half. They come back and won the second quarter for about 4 minutes left. Robbie Worrell joins us, obviously, but it's said and done. It's a big win, 42-7 the final. Now Clayton, as Coach Chadwick says, we need rest.
Yeah.
God built the world on the seventh day. He rested. Sabbath day. Our Sabbath day is next week.
We get the rest in week 7. So, and when you look at all the things, look, I see
Kim down to you.
No, I was just going to say, make one more comment about the game before I come up. We were talking about the offense and how efficient it was in the first half, et cetera.
Sure.
When you look, Comets score obviously 6 touchdowns. And it was scored by 5 different players. We talked last week that Aiden Smalls, was trying to carry so much on his own shoulders. And we talked before the game, who else was going to step up and be that player? And to be able to spread the offense around and not just rely on one person, I think made a huge difference for this Comet offense tonight.
All right, Robbie, what you want to add to that, too?
Absolutely, Kim. When you talk about it, I was thinking the same thing. The big thing for us last week, we took way too many negative plays. Way too many. We tried to make too many great plays. Just take what the defense gives you. And I saw that tonight a whole lot better. I think we only had 3 or 4 negative plays that were unexpected, if you would, where we tried to bounce something or whatever. So, all in all, a W is a W. It's good. There's still some things to clean up, absolutely. Obviously, with 39 penalties, you got to clean some stuff up. But I think this is also a chance to get healthy. We got a couple guys banged up.
Sure.
We get a week off before we play the arch rival, the rivalry game of games every year.
Clayton and Garner.
Clayton and Garner. It's been going on for 40-something years,
That's
or 60
right.
years, whatever.
I remember the Hal Stewarts and the Gary Fowler eras, right? I mean,
absolutely. And it's a huge game, regardless of what field it's played on. So it's a chance to get healthy, which is good. I hope the guys, Coach Shabbat, I'm sure, I hope to give them a couple days off, whatever, and then bring them back and get them refocused, ready to play. And I'm sorry if I'm hoarse tonight, but we had homecoming, great game, and I had a 6-page book I had to read at halftime. So,
yes, you did.
But guys, I tell you, it's awesome to get a W. Go to 6-2, 3-1 in conference, I think is what it is now, right? Something like that. So we've still got a shot. We got to take care of our own business. Don't have to worry about anybody else. Let's do what we got to do, control our own destiny, get a good high seed, and maybe get a home game here for the playoffs. So, and I guess Cleveland kept their record up or whatever tonight by beating Garner. Yeah, so Cleveland wins that game.
I was making an audible, grabbing Ryan's mic from outside to put it on Mark. Coach Mark, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Big win for the Comets. I know you got to be happy tonight. 42-7 final.
I am. I mean, it's homecoming. They came out and they beat a team they should beat.
Yeah.
And was there some improvement for last week? Yes. Everybody keeps talking about 39 penalties. I just want to say, not all those were against Clayton.
That's right.
That's total for both teams.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
There were some.
By the way, Clayton had lesser penalties than they had in the first half.
In the second half. Yep.
In the second half.
They did. There was some offsetting stuff, and the last 2 delay penalties, I don't really count them, because that was a strategic thing to kind of keep the clock running.
That was just to get the victory formation.
That was just getting the game over. That was getting game over so they can go home and have a bye week.
That's right.
But glad to see them come out and get a little bit better each week. What is it, 1%?
Yep.
We asked 1%.
Every week. Yep. 1%
so
every week.
That's what we're going with that, and hopefully these boys can go home and get rested up
and like I say, get healthy.
That's right.
That's the thing. Go home, get ice, get massage, get whatever you got to do. But you got to take care of your body. And the thing that you look at, what I liked about what I saw in the second half was South Garner started to get a little frustrated. Some things started to happen, started to get a little chippy. Okay, a few personal foul penalties that Clayton didn't respond to, which I really like that. Where I think early in the year and even last year, whatever, we would have retaliated or responded to that, and you would have had something else go on. So I really like the way that they kind of calmed themselves and didn't get out of control. I'd like to see more of it, as we continue to go. Play the game between the lines and call it done from there. So that's what I look at.
Got to ask you guys both this question. What do the Comets do during the idle bye week? I know they're not going to stop practicing. I know they're not going to stop preparing for Garner in Cleveland, but what do you do in these next 7 days when you know you're not playing next Friday night?
Somebody has got to get their minds focused on these last 2 ball games. Okay. Now I love my Comets. Okay. They are at 6-2 overall.
3-1 in conference.
3-1 in conference.
Yep.
And I don't want to be negative, Nelly, but we have beat teams we're supposed to beat.
In most cases.
Right. The mental aspect of the ball game is what I look at that I don't like. When you get down on the field, there were two series. They come out beginning of third, get a big long run, get down on the 5-6 yard line. Can't execute.
Yes.
You have to execute that against these last 2 teams.
And look at Terrace Hobbs when he drove 76 yards, gets to a 1st and goal, and they can't punch it in. And then you miss Nate Lunger's field goal.
Well, there's 3 more points. There's things that need to work on.
That was a negative play to put him in that field goal position. So you look at that.
So you were down there on the 5 or 6, but there was a 42-yard field goal.
Yep, correct.
So
we lost 20 yards on that possession.
You can't do that against good football teams.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't do that. If I look at Garner and look at Clayton, I look at Cleveland, I look at Clayton, I see a lot of equal.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent.
There's a lot of talent.
Yep. It's going to come down to who don't make mistakes.
Correct. It's going to come down to execution and mental toughness. And in the next week while they're off, I think that mental side of the ball game is what they have got to focus on.
Yeah, I'd love to see them come out in what we call uppers, which is our shoulder pads and our helmet,
shorts.
No pants, no shorts, whatever. Come out and just do some walkthrough stuff. But more importantly, to Mark's point, go through the mental part. What did I do wrong? What's making me do these things?
Right. Yeah.
Because if you don't identify it, you're not going to fix it. It's going to keep happening. Something that's very simple is why do we have 2 defensive linemen lined up right over the football jumping into the neutral zone on the hard count? Dumbest play in the history of football at any point in time because you're right over the football.
Why have you got 12 men on the field?
Yeah, twice. You got 12 men on the field twice. So there's pieces.
That's a mental thing.
I'd love to see this week's practice be a whole lot, I won't say easier, but a little different. And then next week you get right back to some smash mouth stuff and get back to execution. But this week you should absolutely give them Monday off and then come back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with some stuff working on the mental
stuff.
Yeah, some walkthrough stuff, the mental piece of the game, because that's going to recharge them. It's going to recharge them. There's no reason to exhaust them in an off week. It doesn't happen at the college level.
There's no need to go out there and beat the living daylights out of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly. You let them rest up, let them heal, and then come back next Monday ready to put the game plan in.
And is it suffice to say, guys, Clayton, Cleveland, Garner, even South Raleigh, they're the 4 biggest teams, most scoring, most competitive. We lost the battle with Southeast Raleigh, and that was a lot of mistakes that we made on our own self, right? Mark, you said that last week.
It is, and there's some people who are going to look at that and go, well, Clayton,
they happened in this, and this happened that way. And I know there were some controversial calls, and maybe the refs missed some things. But at the end of the day, Clayton didn't play Clayton football.
That does not freaking matter.
There you go.
You ran 65 plays. You want to blame the game on 3 or 4? You can't do it.
No, you can't.
From that standpoint, again, there's athletic kids all around us now, and those 4 teams you mentioned, Garner, Cleveland, Clayton, and
they all got
Raleigh.
equals.
Everybody is fast. Everybody can play, so it's going to come down to who takes and makes the least amount of mistakes.
Who can step it up?
Who can keep their composure, score on the 5-yard line when you're in that zone, and it doesn't matter if you go 1 play for 70, but if you don't score, you got to take advantage of that. That's like when a good golfer hits a heck of a golf shot, hits it in a couple feet from the goal, the announcers will say, does he pay it off?
Right.
That's what you've got to do.
But you got to do it without the holding call. You got to do it without the going backwards, or you got to go with it not getting because these other teams are going to execute. These other teams are not, I don't expect them to come out, especially Cleveland, and make those mistakes. Now that's hard for me to say, but they have proven in the last couple of years that hey, we're the team to beat.
Yeah.
And so, for you to go out there and you want to be that man standing on top of the mountain, damn it, you got to beat the man that's standing on it already.
That's right. Yeah. Goliath and David and Goliath will meet each other on Halloween night. That's the biggest game at the end of the spectrum. But obviously, hey, listen, Garner, that's a team that could go back and forth, and they've improved just as much as we mentioned Southeast Raleigh, just as much as we mentioned South Garner. Garner Trojans, they lost to Cleveland tonight. But that's another team that you don't need to underestimate. They got a really good program.
And they beat Southeast 28-26.
That's exactly right.
And what you can't
And we lost to Southeast 22-19.
So when you look at that, like I said, we talk about the rivalry. I mean, that rivalry with Garner has been in forever. And then Garner, after about 2020 when South Garner opened up, the talent level fell off because they had to split their kids.
They went to South Garner. They went to Southeast.
So now you got kids, Garner's revamping their program and coming back to a highly competitive level of high school football.
That's right.
And it's clearly evident that the coaches over there are doing a nice job getting it back to where it was when old Leach was over there and those guys and everything. If you guys remember, we did go 32 years without beating Garner's varsity. 32 years, and then we beat them 2 or 3 years in a row.
That's right.
Amy's
ready to go to Vincent.
Note to everybody, the 85-86 team never lost to Garner. We beat Garner.
There you go.
Garner never beat us. And that's when they had their man, all-world, all-state, state champion, Anthony Barber.
AB. Yeah. AB.
So say what they want to say. They're a good program, and I give them much respect. Yeah. But they get mad at me every time I remind them. We beat your ass in Green. We beat yourself in Garner. On your field.
He's getting a little fired up now.
He did so good and didn't cuss.
I know, until he gets
last minute.
The last minute of the program, he's going to drop
Well, you can cut that part out. It won't matter.
So Wes, you got a broken window up here.
That window's been broken. What are you talking about?
Might need to put that tape back up there.
That was actually, we should. That was actually, the last time, 85-86, that Clayton had beaten Garner. Those were the last wins before we got to 17.
I was just saying jokingly, guys, at that time, I was only 3 years old.
Well, thanks, Wesley. We don't need to hear that,
So,
okay?
I was 3.
Because I was already in college, all right?
Yeah,
you young ducks out here, jeez.
The Clayton Comets down the road that came after us, they paid dearly for how bad we beat them back in the day.
I remember Coach Gary Fowler used to always say, it don't matter what you do all year long, but beat Garner.
Beat them.
Beat the Garner Trojans. And this was before Cleveland even existed, right?
That's exactly right. And that's the thing. You had to do that.
And I think you said at one time, Mark, it was Clayton and Fuquay Arena
It was
for a
Clayton
long time.
Garner
It was a
and
big
Clayton
battle.
Fuquay.
Clayton Triple S was a big battle, So, all right, guys, we got to get out of here, man. Your final take of this game, and me and Ryan got to tear down everything.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal job by everybody tonight. 42-7.
W. Yep. Great win. W's a W.
A win is a win. I'm going to make Jackie mad.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how you get it as long as you get it. Got some things to do. I love what we're doing, where we're going. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 more games to play is way I look at it.
I got to ask you a question here, Mark and Robbie, in closing. How do they work on the penalties? How do they work on, do they practice and try to make it be where you can't jump? What do they do here? How does that happen?
It's coaching. I'll answer this question. So if somebody gets mad, they get mad at me. But the 16 men on the sideline got to do a better job.
Yeah,
that's plain and simple.
You're talking about the coaching staff.
Yes, I am.
They've got to take themselves out of watching the football game.
You play how you practice, and if you play in a football game like that, that tells me it's happening in practice and it's not getting corrected.
Wow.
I'll tell you, I sat, and Wesley, sorry, but just last week I was out in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
And I watched North Little Rock High School play where my dad played 76 years ago. Had an opportunity to speak to the team, but as I watched 30 minutes of practice, their coaches talked very little. Everything was done on a whistle. And those kids, whistles and claps, those kids knew exactly where to be for every clap, every whistle, and everything else. They were
That's what you call a well-oiled machine, a precision, perfect.
And they were 1 and 3, bro. They were 1 and 3. Okay? So, and they were coming. Their head coaches knew this year. He's won 3 straight state championships at Parkview High in Arkansas.
They're rebuilding for the big things to come.
But he's got that stuff like a machine in the first year.
Sure.
And so to see that, when I was on staff here, coaching out here, I used to run the pregame stuff with the kids' exercise, and I would never say a word. Everything was on a whistle.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what to do because it was a routine. How many of this to do this, when to do this, what exercise was next on my whistle as we went.
But
that's focus. That's focus.
You did it at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
And by God, if you didn't have to get halfway through the season and keep teaching. They knew it.
They knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming.
It's about focus.
And that's one of the things that I think I see that really frustrates me since I've come back from the racing season and watching what I've seen, watching film, calling games with y'all. The mistakes is like things that should have been week 1, week 2, week 3 maybe. You're in week number 8.
What's the saying? You make a mistake, I can accept a mistake, but the more times you continue to make that mistake, that is a choice.
Yeah,
that's a
that's insubordination is what my daddy told me.
It's an unlearned thing. So there's a problem there. If you're making the same mistake in week 7 and week 8 you made in week 1, then there's a disconnect in between. You got to find out what that is, and you got to fix it.
Well, you guys,
if you want to beat Garner and Clayton,
you guys get on out of here. Vincent's Puppet Eatery's calling y'all's name, and yes, Robbie, I was sick on Tuesday. That's why we did not do the radio show. I was sick as a dog on Tuesday, as a matter of fact.
Well, I'm actually in town this week, so I hope you're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it. Hey, come on. You know what? I might let you guys host it for sure.
I'm getting
Robbie, Mark, and Scott show.
Getting my haircut at 6, and I'm coming straight to Vincent. So
there you go.
All right,
Vincent's
guys,
Puppet Eatery. Thank you, man. Thank you, Robbie Royale, Mark Coates, Ryan Tomford, Kim Winslow, all of our amazing crew. A final here tonight at Nixon Fowler Stadium. Homecoming 2025 is done, baby. And it is a win for the Comets. Hey, by the way, in closing, if you're listening on the radio, there is a recording of the games. Drinks for later. There you go. Nobody even drank it. I'll drink it later. Gotcha. I was trying to be nice and make sure you had drinks. Final score 42-7 for homecoming. Comets, by the way, now are 6-2, 3-1 in conference play. Idle bye week next week. By the way, as I was going to say, I got off subject. I had a squirrel moment. Squirrel! The games, first half, second half, and homecoming ceremonies with the great Robbie Worrell on the call, the golden pipes of Mr. Worrell, will be uploaded later tonight on the CRN YouTube channel, and you can be able to check out the game. And the next time we're home will be in 21 days, 3 weeks from tonight. Halloween, trick or treat, Cleveland and Clayton at Nixon Fowler Stadium, the David and Goliath battle that everybody talks about. Clayton is off next week, idle week. Garner at Garner in 2 weeks. And then Cleveland here, senior night, October 31st. Thank you for joining us. It's always a privilege, pleasure, honor to be not only an alumni, the voice of the Comets, with our amazing crew on the Community Radio Network. Good evening, Clayton. Be safe in this nor'easter. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. For All-State Sideline reporter Kim Winslow, extra commentary by the passionate men of Mark Coach Robbie Worrell. For Ryan Tomford, Blake Robertson, I'm Wesley Outland. Good night. Go Comets! By the way, I do want to say thank you to Melissa Hubbard, John Esmussen, Joe Mott, Brian Hale, Shantae Woodard of the Boosters as well. Good night. 42-7, your final.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media and Facebook at CRN Community Radio Network. Also, check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.